Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
And welcome to Johnny Woodard presents Broken Simulation with Johnny Woodard. And who cares? Nobody cares about the other people on the show. Joining us, hi Johnny, how are you?
I'm okay. I care. I care about you, Sam.
I feel like it's been a while since we did this show.
It has, right? Yeah, because we did a couple. We did like that double episode that
We went home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and then we went home.
And no, you went home. I can't go home. I'm wanted.
You can never go home again.
Yeah. So you're back. Very excited to be back in the studio for another Broken Simulation. Is that how you say it?
What?
That's how I say it, right?
Yeah, you say simulation.
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 Simulation?
You don't do that anymore, though. You used to do it all the time, though.
I'm the only guy who has a show. He can't pronounce his own thing. And then joining us on the other side, to know him as to love him, one of my favorite people on the planet. We will be live in Buffalo, January 20th through the 22nd. Grab your tickets at samtripoli.com. The one, the only, Howie Dewey. How are you, Howie?
Good, my friend. Good.
Howie, you were you're on the West Coast. We played San Diego together, and now you're doing some work for the lovely Hots.
Yeah,
and we're very. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Howie has a wonderful, wonderful girlfriend that if she listened to me, she would leave him immediately. Okay. All right. Howie and I are good friends. We've been friends for a while. We're both from the 607. Cortland, New York. You went to college there. I grew up there. I'm a townie. You chose that prison area to hang out.
What school is in Cortland?
Cortland State Red Dragons, brother.
Oh, Red Dragons. That's where I got that nickname, the Red Dragon.
So you originally had gone to Alfred State.
Alfred University.
Oh, Alfred University.
Went there 1 year. 1 year out in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere. It's an art school.
Yeah.
So, but it's in the middle of nowhere. So it's like a redneck art school. Is there anything worse than a liberal farmer?
I don't even know. The place was the weirdest. You wouldn't believe it was in New York State. It was just out in the middle of nowhere.
And you played basketball there.
Yeah, sure did.
And then you went to Cortland State and played basketball as well?
I did, yes. I literally visited the campus one weekend, Friday to Sunday, and I had my transfer papers in the following week.
What was about Cortland did you love? Was it the townies? Was it the PE chicks? That, by the way, one of the top PE schools in the country, which means there's nothing but meaty lesbians all over the place.
A lot of them. Yes. But no, Cortland had beautiful women, man. You had a lot of chicks from the city, Long Island. Beautiful chicks went to Cortland, and they were wild. I went up there for a weekend, and I was just like, holy shit, I'm coming here. And I transferred the following semester, man. And then I stayed there for like 5 years.
Now, who got you into Cortland State?
You know who helped me humongously was, I think it was RJD, Roddy James Dio's mom, worked in the registrar's office.
Johnny, were you a big Ronnie James Dio fan? Did you know of Ronnie James?
I know Dio, yeah, but
yeah.
Not a huge fan. I mean,
how would you describe? Because he was metal, but was he just a tiny bit lower than like Black? I know he was in Black Sabbath eventually, but I like he wasn't quite Ozzy. He was
close, man. I mean, you gotta remember he died fairly young of the stomach cancer, but he was close. I mean, Black Sabbath, Dio. Rainbow he had an amazing voice.
Yeah, he did have an amazing voice.
Yeah, Dio was I knew him from Dio.
And he said he invented this.
He did.
He got so angry when Britney Spears started doing this. He goes, "You're stealing my symbolism."
He was like 5'2".
Well, he's in a band called the Elves.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's the thing. So I go back to Cortland all the time. There's 3 restaurants I always ate at. One was gone. It's King Subs gone. It's the best subs I've ever had in the world.
Skip Boyce owned it.
Yeah, I mean, I would buy it back. I would if I could find a guy go, how'd you make these subs so good?
Because that was hooked
Johnny,
up.
King Subs were dead serious, next level subs.
It was to the left of the tavern.
Yep. So for the longest time, Cortland's claim to fame was they had more bars per capita than any other city ever. That was there. And there's
How big
another-
is Cortland? Is it a city?
Well, no, my dad had me look it up. It's now, I think, 17,000.
I would say
it was
20,000.
up to 20-something thousand. And then, when the local
Smith Corona moved
closed
out.
down, and then Paul Trinity's still there. And a fun story, there was a sad story. There was a national story that came out of Cortland about a guy who put 2 cheerleaders through a wood chipper.
I taught them both.
Oh God.
The girls?
I taught them at Dryden.
God.
Dryden. Yeah, I taught them. That was my first year out of Cortland. Myself, Mookie, another guy who actually still superintendent there. I had those girls in 6th grade. Yep.
That sounded weird. You taught them in 6th grade. Right?
I took them in 6th
Yeah,
grade.
yeah.
See, that was you got to remember. I got
Back then, you could bang the students.
No, you could bang their mothers, and you still can.
The best.
Now.
But the problem was my first experience teaching. I taught at that school, but myself, the defensive backs coach from Cortland, Mookie, and Dave Woodard, 3 of us taught at Dryden because the kids were so bad. It was a 6th grade they went through, and they were so bad that the other 3 teachers just quit. And we had to teach out the year, and that's where we started the original 11-year-old Fight Club.
Dude, here's what people
11-year-old
don't
Fight
understand, dude.
Yeah, we started Fight Club.
Dude, I used to have a PE coach named Mr. King, and he would do
Wait.
Fight Club.
Mr. King?
Mr. King
Okay.
was his name. His last name was King.
I thought you called him Mr.
And he
King. like that.
literally had me and PJ Free go fight one time.
Johnny, these kids were fighting 24/7. So one day we were coming back from lunch, and 2 kids started fighting. And Mookie, we sat all the kids in the classes, and the 3 of us went out in the hallway. And I remember Mookie goes, "You know what? I'm tired of it. Those 2 kids have been going at it." He said, "Let's bring them out here. Let's box them off in the lockers, and we'll give them 1 minute, and they're gonna kick the shit out of each other." These kids are 11. They come out. And the 3 of us sit, and so what do? We start betting on it. We bet on because I bet Mookie that the one kid would beat the shit out of him, and I ended up losing because this other kid lost his shit and literally kicked his head into the wall.
Oh God.
But the worst was Mookie's like, "All right, you got 1 minute to fight, guys." So we said go, and these 2 kids just stopped and looked at each other in the eyes. They didn't want to fight because we wanted them to fight.
Yeah.
And they're thinking our teachers are insane. So Mookie walks over. He grabbed, was it Mookie or Dave? He grabbed the kid's arm and grabbed the kid's arm and punched the other kid in the face, holding his arm to get things going.
Right.
And they just went at it, started pounding each other, man. But I'll tell you, we started doing that a little bit, and the kids stopped fighting after a while. Wouldn't you think you get a phone call from a parent or nothing?
No, back then you could hit kids. And dude, think about that. If you let people do something enough, they get bored of it.
Yeah.
So it's like when your parents used to catch you smoking cigarettes, right? And they just have you smoke all the cigarettes. You know what's really weird, dude, is when you see somebody who's young and smokes, right? Like you would think.
Today, especially.
Like
yeah.
it's crazy. Like all the stuff you've heard, like back in the day you smoked.
Now
'cause
vaping. I see a lot of kids, like young
It's
people
out of
vaping.
control.
They say
I
that's worse.
I see everybody's just sucking on robot dicks, right?
That's all they are.
Just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
There's no
dude.
way it's good for you. Yeah.
Can't be. It's got to be worse than. It's probably worse than regular cigarettes because who knows what you're ingesting?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's going to come out later, about all the crazy stuff. And it's just like, how do you not listen to that thing when you hit it? How does that not, you're going to turn your fucking lungs into popcorn.
Nah, man, it's horrible.
Right?
I've never done it. Never done it. Never vaped.
Let's talk about the gift that keeps on giving, the Hello Tushy bidet. It cleans your butt way better than wiping. It cuts down on your toilet paper use, not trees, and it comes with a book full of poop jokes. Your butt will be in love. I have given tushies to friends and family, and they genuinely love them. It's exactly like virtual reality or having a baby. When you try it, you understand. It's exactly like that. Stop spreading your business around your butthole with toilet paper. Start washing with Hello Tushy. The Hello Tushy bidet washes your bum with fresh water for a way better clean than toilet paper. You simply spray and pat dry. It attaches to your existing toilet, so you don't need an electrician, you don't need a plumber. It installs in less than 8 minutes. Join the millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now. They take care of their Yule logs the dignified way. Give the gift of a clean bum to yourself or your loved ones this holiday season and get 10% off plus free shipping right now at hellotushy.com/broken. That's hellotushy.com/broken for 10% off and free shipping.
So before we get into Howie, I think it's time that we read some comments. I think there's been some fun ones. And then real quick, I want to say we need to find out, are we still ranked in Vietnam?
We are. I know that.
Oh,
And,
shit.
Dude,
you're about to be huge in Vietnam.
we also have some, we'll get to this later, some listener voicemails. So.
Some listener voicemails.
Yes, we
All
do.
right, we'll do that a little later, but let's get into some comments real quick. And then we're going to talk about our stand-up that we just did over the weekend. Talked a little bit about on a Cash Daddies, but for those who don't listen to Cash Daddies, you can hear it here. We'll break that down. We'll break up. We got some new atrocities, guys. Some new atrocities are going on.
Awesome. All right. Give me a minute.
Howie, where can they find you real quick?
Twitter, Howie_Dewey. Instagram, Howie Dewey.
Well, we'll include those in the links, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
And we'll include it in the description. Guys, I'm going to be, this will be out after that. So I was going to shut down, but it looks like I'm going to be December 15th. I'm with Brian Callen in Ventura. Then I am I'm at the Improv with Shab on Hollywood Improv the 22nd. And dude, the Hammer of the Gods tour is coming together nicely. My 2022 tour is coming together nicely. Just go to samtripoli.com for all of my dates. You can see me live. So fun fact, can you lift up and show them your shirt real quick of what's going on? Johnny, look at this. Apparently all my friends think they can dunk, and Howie was going to dunk. Howie, how old are you? You're 50 something, right?
You probably want to stay seated, Howie, and just because of the camera.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, gnarly.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's he had like 19 fucking
What's that got to do with dunking?
No, I just.
Howie says he's going to jump. Go on.
I actually could throw it down back in the day. Not now. I mean, I don't know why. I would never tell anyone I could dunk right now. I mean, if you gave me a mini tramp, maybe. But no.
What's a mini tramp? Like a homeless midget?
You see, remember those little mini tramps? You got to run and start jump.
Yeah.
You know, the gym teacher would leave for 15 minutes and everybody would bring out the mini tramp until somebody lost their teeth.
So you're working on a drag show. It's
Yeah.
a big drag show. You're helping produce this thing.
I'm just helping out.
So you're seeing a lot of chicks with dicks. You're probably a little confused at this point, and which brings us to this video. I would love for you to see this video. Real quick, what were you going to say about the drags?
Yeah, you just got to call them she. They're she's and hers.
Okay, that's cool. Was there a discussion with everybody?
Yeah, they tell you beforehand.
Hey, just refer to them as she's.
You can't try and say, hey, guys, you need anything?
Yeah. Even if you're helping them tuck, right? You can't refer to them. Right?
No.
And if you're like, hey, she, good job. There we go. Push it in. We got in.
I think you grab and pull. That's easier.
Okay, so here's a video. I think this is hilarious. So this video is a guy on TikTok. And it's like, how many beers would it take? Here's what it is. Go, Johnny.
Welcome back to another episode of How Many Beers Would It Take? Gonna kick it off with the king, or in this case, the queen, back when she lived in Boston. Nice hair, face, ugly.
So this is the big things going on.
That's
People are
so
taking
weird.
all your pro athletes and turning them into women. It's an app. And this guy is going through all these starting quarterbacks in the NFL. First one up, Tom Brady.
I feel like you would like that. With
I
the
would
big
hit
teeth.
it.
Yeah.
I would hit it. She got big teeth.
She looks
and
like
I would
Jennifer
hit it.
Aniston.
Yeah, it really does. That could be every rom-com chick, right?
That's so weird.
And this is a big thing. And you know what, bro? We're going to get into something. I've been called homophobic, right? Maybe I need to bang some trans.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to bang a couple trans so I can get, you know how you can get your N-word card?
Yeah.
Maybe I can get my F word card.
Yeah, in this hypothetical world where you haven't already banged trans. Yeah. For sure.
Go on, Johnny. Next one. Johnny, next
Teeth
one.
a little bit too big for her mouth. Give about 9 beers. Next up, we got Patricia Mahomes.
Come on.
Whoa,
Come on.
now. Whoa.
Now you're getting weird feelings and weird
Now I'm
places,
getting
right?
sad that this person doesn't exist.
Yeah, right? Oh, that person exists somewhere. But look how hot.
Yeah, but she's got a mustache.
That is the only problem with this thing. They have the little hair. But, dude,
Laser that shit.
yeah, I mean, you wouldn't hit that, Howie, if they didn't have the if she didn't have the lip and the chin.
I don't know. It's just very odd.
Howard.
She looks young. First of all, she looks 12.
That is literally a grown up. It's Patrick Mahomes as a woman, so it's the same age. How old is Patrick Mahomes?
Old enough.
Yeah, old enough. Johnny's in. I'm in.
All right.
Let's see. Pat Mahomes is
24.
26.
26.
Okay, let's continue.
And the stubble on her chin and above her lip. Damn! I like to taste what that Kansas City barbecue tastes like.
Yeah,
Two
for
beers.
sure. Two
Next,
beers.
we got Rachel Wilson. She looked like the best friend in every Disney
By the
movie.
way, that looks like every WNBA player, right? Right there.
yeah,
right. Totally.
You're so right, dude.
That looks like Candace Parker's
so right.
friend.
Yeah, Al.
Like Candace Parker's Jordan, her Scottie Pippen. That's what it looks
Is this
like.
how many beers you would need to
fuck that.
finish the job?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
get
I
done.
say 10 beers. Next, we got Jessica Garoppolo.
Yes,
Stop.
for sure.
Smoke show.
Yeah.
Hit it hard.
Yeah.
Knock it out of the bottom. Look like half the drunk chicks in San Diego right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I totally knocked the bottom out of fucking Garofalo's drag Garofalo. Is it drag or trans Garofalo?
Depends on what he's doing
Yeah, that's true.
with his
But I
downstairs.
would totally hit it.
Oxygen. From the best looking to the world.
Oh, no.
Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger looks like a bag of donuts, dude. Holy shit.
By the way,
Man,
stop. This looks like every woman who wants to talk to the manager at a comedy club.
That looks like every woman I hooked up with at Cortland between December 20th and February 15th.
Yeah, that definitely looks like a Cortland special right there.
God.
You wanted to be warm in the winter.
You don't hook up with her. She hooks up with you.
Yeah, boom. That's a bad
Ugly.
guy.
You got to finish the case with this one. 24 pack. Easy. Next, we got Maya Ryan.
Oh, God.
She looks like
Matt
a cool
Ryan
mom
was
that does
By the
yoga.
way,
And
which
let's-
looks like every comedy club manager, doesn't she? Like at a comedy club,
That's
she's
interesting.
like, "Hey, man, thanks for doing it. We really love you." And then she talks about how much she loves every comic you hate.
She kinda
oh
look-
my
she-
god, I love him.
To me, she looks like a billionaire's like first wife, before he got the
Oh
money.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. That looks like Jeff Bezos' ex.
Yeah.
Right?
And she's like rich, but not because
She looks like she
any
just had a
research.
stroke.
Yeah, which makes it
fucking eyes.
somewhat hot, right? Because you know it might be a little tighter down there, right? Broke chicks are just
Is
a
that a thing?
little tighter. It's gotta be,
Okay.
dude. Everything tightens up.
One side, maybe.
Yeah.
It's like,
One side.
Smoke weed and drink beers as long as nobody drives. I give it 4 beers.
no, I
Next, we got Rachel Tannehill.
Now she looks
like
young.
a good Christian mom.
Well,
She wouldn't
this
give me the
looks
time
like
of day
a
because she's already
Johnny
married.
Woodard
Probably wouldn't even be
special.
out at the
No.
bar.
I don't go
but
for
if I had
blonde.
to, I'd probably say
I don't like
7
her.
beers.
She's
Next we got-
starting the remake of Carrie.
now. Now I don't know.
I
He
don't
hasn't
know
said
what-
to name it. Yeah, and I don't know who this would be.
Who do you? Let's take a guess. Oh, I know who it is.
Go on.
Baker Mayfield.
I guess it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Baker Mayfield, and I would knock the
Because they're
bottom out of
they're
it.
short. You can tell they're
I would
short.
knock the bottom. Well, it's just I could tell it's Baker May. I could
She's
just
cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky Mayfield.
Yeah.
She got
Yeah.
full pouting lips.
Yeah.
She looked like a country artist that's up and coming.
Hold on.
I say about
Loves Coke and black guys, right? That's a I love Coke and black guys look.
Maybe I have
Right?
to see the rest of her first.
Yeah, I could definitely. She looks like every right.
I love this game's great.
Yeah, right.
This is wonderful.
Go on.
3
next.
beers.
3
Next,
beers.
we got Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers.
wow. Aaron Rodgers.
ERIN.
Doesn't
She
do
just
it.
looks like a basic white girl. It's got to go double digits. I'd say 11 beers.
No way, bro.
Oh!
Bears.
Oh!
This is my favorite.
Oh!
This is my favorite goth chick.
Oh!
Is that not every goth chick?
Good.
He is the
God.
only one that literally looks like a dude in drag, right?
That's terrible. Yeah, we're looking at a car right now.
Derek Carr.
It
Damn.
looks terrible.
That is every chick, dude.
Up inside, wake me up
Oh, he's saying she was
Next
at
up, we got
Evanescence.
Destiny Carr. She just left the trailer park, doesn't talk to her parents anymore, and moved to Vegas. Gotta go double digits on this one. 14 beers.
Really?
Megan.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is so funny. This looks like the girl that you were in. So Matthew Stafford looks like the girl that you were in love with in high school that has like 5 kids now on Facebook.
Yeah, that's it. That's totally
You're
really
like, I
sweet.
used to love her, dude.
She gave a great hand
She
job.
would never. She banged all my
that's-
friends. She would never hook up with me.
See, I don't think she was hooking up with anybody.
Now she's
so,
Christian as fuck. She's like one of the girls that like Steve Randolph has a joke about this. Like she was blow banging dudes, and now there's like she's on Facebook with like 30 kids. Right? That looks like Matthew Stafford for sure.
Stafford, what you do with all them teeth, girl? 15 beers.
15. Well, he's way off on that
Oh
Stafford.
man, yeah, this one's your boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gail Jones.
Yeah.
She's got a pretty face. Wide shoulders. She might have been a swimmer.
Stop. Yeah, she looks like Tom Brady's first, right? That she.
Oh no, Bridget Moynihan.
Yeah,
Oh no,
for
she's
sure.
beautiful. She's way better
That's
looking than
good
this.
looking.
But not, dude. When her prime, Bridget Moynihan was like A+ level.
Yeah, she
like
was.
really. Hold on, we'll do a little comparison. Yeah, dude, she was.
Yeah,
Oh,
smoke
yeah.
show.
She was bad.
Smoke show.
He's got a kid with her, right?
Yeah.
He does. Yeah. Good
Now,
for him.
is this kid in Tom's life as much?
Who cares?
I do.
I couldn't care less if he's a good father or not. He wins Super Bowl.
I love Tom Brady. Like, and I'm a Raiders fan. Do you hate Tom Brady?
I like him because I have information that says he's got an NY Yankee tattoo on his under his arm.
Oh,
Does he really? Wow, I would have
He's-
never guessed that.
He's a Yankee fan. He's a Yankee fan.
So he's
shit.
from Cali, and he's a Yankee fan.
yeah.
Gross.
Yep. That's the
Gross.
rumor. I don't know if it's true. I've
That's
got some good info on it though.
Well, didn't you tell me he like was drinking at a bar by himself one night near your house?
Yeah, West Village. Yeah. A few pints again.
Him, he
watching
was
the
getting in
game.
a fight with his lady. She
Yeah.
stormed off, and you were like, "Who's that guy?" And you're
That's
like, "It's just Tom Brady."
That's like
by
what Mick
himself."
Jagger does before concerts. He goes out in the city that he's in now and he'll post on Instagram, you know, like just a random bar that he was drinking at. He does that every
We were in San
stop.
Diego, Sam. They had Mick Jagger's urinal in the bathroom.
Yeah. All right, next up.
Oh, it didn't play. Hold on. Play.
Might be able to outlift me, too. I say 7 beers.
That's too many.
Kendra Cousins. She looks recently divorced. Might
Oh,
be out on the
yeah.
scene looking for some young tail, but that also might come with the clap.
It's just a weird picture
I'm going 9 beers.
with the tongue out.
Dakota Prescott. She kind of look like Ariana.
I don't know how I feel about that. That looks like some CGI character in an Avatar movie.
Yeah. It's those facial features just don't go together. It's
Yeah,
something a
it's
little
not
off there.
working.
Grande if she rode the short bus. I still say
fancy.
single digits. I'll go 6 beers. Next, we got Tammy Tagovailoa. She's pretty cute. I'd say probably 8 beers.
God.
Samantha Darnold just got out the ICU
Oh, how old
from
is
a
this
car
video?
crash. Damn. She does have nice hair, so I'm not going to say the
It's supposed to be Sam Darnold.
Yeah, when he was with the Jets. Must have
Oh,
been
yeah.
2 years.
That
yes,
face
yeah.
came out all fucked up, though.
Yeah, it's okay. We're
Looks
done.
like half her
That's
face.
done. That's done.
It's just
We've
like she's
seen
a
them all.
fire victim, you know?
That's a funny ass thing. What's his thing called? Can you find out what his handle is?
It is Sheffield Shuffler on TikTok.
All right, check him out. He crushed that dude.
From all the celebratory drinks to sugar cookies and candy, our mouths put up with a lot this time of year. Treat your mouth to Quip's line of sleek, sustainable oral care products when you bundle and save up to 40% online through the holidays. Plus, by encouraging good habits, Quip products really are the gifts that keep on giving. The Quip electric toothbrush is loved by more than 7 million mouths and has time sonic vibrations with 30-second pulses to guide a dentist-recommended 2-minute clean, a lightweight and sleek design for adults and kids with no wires or a bulky charger to weigh you down, a multi-use travel cover that doubles as a mirror for less clutter, and reusable handles in a range of sleek metal hues, including its best-selling all black and all pink colors. Beyond the brush, Quip has a line of stocking stuffers for everyone on your list. In addition to brush heads, they also have fresh floss, toothpaste, mouthwash, and gum refills every 3 months for $5. Shipping is free, so you can save money and skip the hustle and bustle of shopping in-store during the holidays and into the new year. Even more good news, Quip is running their best deals of the year right now, which means you won't be paying through the teeth when you give better oral health this year. If you go to getquip.com/broken right now, on top of their holiday savings, you'll also get your first refill for free. That's your first refill free and up to 40% off bundles at getquip.com/broken. That's GETQUIP.com/broken.
Yeah, let's do some reviews.
All right. Let's see. One of your female listeners. She says, like we have more than one.
I think we have two.
This is from Anson Whiskey. Proud to be a female swarm member. Listen to you guys all the time, and your nonsense always brightens up my day in this world of crazy. Come back to North Carolina, she says. Well,
yeah, I mean, it was a good time. Johnny faked being hurt or something, so he couldn't come and do stand-up.
no, what was... well...
You were
No,
like,
my grandma. That's when my grandma died, right?
No, that wasn't it, Johnny. Nice try, though. Try to get the sentimental
No,
shit
when were you
going.
there? I think it was.
It wasn't.
It was this year, right?
I don't know when it was.
Or late
Johnny.
last year.
I've
yeah,
already
that's when my
forgotten
grandma
about it.
died. Yeah, you sound terrible. Heavy metal. This is from Tractor Pull. I come for the atrocities. I stay for the closing Rivers Cuomo track. So
Yes, Johnny does a lot of alt tracks at the end.
This is from Bean Weaver. 5 stars. Somewhere between Armenian and Omicron. I like that.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds good though, right? This is from Dusty Horton. 5 stars. B Johnny, whatever that means. Okay, a lot of words here. Ha ha ha. Side note, came back to give you the other star. Oh, this is the guy. Remember a guy said 5 stars last week but left 4 stars?
Yeah,
and we were like, we're not reading it?
Yeah.
Well, this is that guy. He says, came back to give you the other star I left off. I took a star off Larry Gators and brought it to you guys after you called me out. Anyways, someone hand these guys a towel and let me one to clean all this thick laughter up off me. Huh?
Oh, man, this guy's jerking off to this show.
Yeah, he might be doing laughter wrong.
Dude, it's a powerful show, Howie.
It's people fucking wood.
You got Johnny coming from... Oh, God. You got Johnny from behind coming with the facts and puns, and little Sammy T hitting you with jokes in the front.
Oh, so we're airtight?
I
we're
guess
going
so,
airtight
yeah.
on this,
I guess
too?
we are. We are going hard in the tank, boys. Oh, God. Because I'm just a conspiracy boy just trying to make it. I own that tinfoil and... Mercy. Brother, thank you for the review.
Guys,
but
thank
we
you
gotta
for the
we gotta
review.
use
We're
some
moving
periods.
on.
Here.
We're moving
Haters
on.
be joking. I'ma just listen, Sammy and Johnny, because I'm conspiracy boy just trying to make it. He just said that again. Is this like a song lyrics that I don't know? It could be. I'm just a little Missouri boy
Yeah,
named
just an
Dusty.
island boy.
Oh, is that what this is? Okay.
I'm just an island
Island boy.
I'm a conspiracy boy.
I
Okay.
think that's what he was going for.
I'm glad you guys caught that because I didn't.
Yeah, Johnny,
I'm
you're white as fuck.
mask. Okay. Keep fighting for us, Sammy T and Johnny.
No problem, Johnny. Finally, people recognize me.
From
on the show.
Mexico. This is from June Bay, Halima. More taco songs. Can you use the word chimichanga? Sloppy Joes make no sense. Americans put cheese on everything. This podcast is sexual. That's like 4 sentences that have nothing to do with each other.
Dude, listen, this is ADD theater, bro. I totally got a stream of consciousness.
What is the taco songs thing? What is that? What was she talking about?
Mama Taco?
Oh yeah, you don't know Spanish, so you just start
Yeah.
singing like
Yeah. What, Howie?
what is it?
Yeah, this what I'm hearing so far. This is like a simulation inside a simulation inside a simulation.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm lost right now.
Hey, it's not my show. It's Johnny. Talk to him about it. It's his fucking show.
yeah. These are some interesting reader. views. Sounds like a really smart crew.
Hey, dude, they're the broken for sure.
This is from Dan's 42. This is my favorite podcast. I listen to all the ads, sometimes more than once. Thank you for that. The secret phrase is super heavy legs. Yeah, we had a secret phrase a couple weeks ago to reward people for listening to bullshit ads.
I'd like to get into that, by the way.
once again, that is super heavy legs. I hope I win the free shirt. If not, you guys, you had to email us. It wasn't leave a comment. You had to email us the secret code. And you didn't, so you lost. So remember, super heavy legs. It is right up there with be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Oh my God. Oh my.
This is from
That's a nice 1978 reference.
This is from Cole B. Brown. I like Jay Nice and bobblehead. Hilarious. I guess you're a bobblehead, Sam.
I'm a bobblehead?
He just said he called you a bobblehead. That's your name. Hilarious show. I remember listening to the first 3 episodes in one day and laughing so hard as each one got better and better.
Thank you, dude.
The creative edits Jay Nice makes are a wonderful touch. My favorite being the make-believe phone conversations between Johnny and bobblehead guy. Yeah, he just calls you bobblehead guy. I enjoy the long rants, funny stories, and broken simulation news articles that show the bizarreness of the world. Thank you, fellas, for continuing to bring laughter to the conspiracy community. And thank you, Sam, for devoting hours of your time away from Ghost and Ninja. Go team TFH.
All right. Any more?
Yeah, of course. Fat Man Cock 420 writes, 5 stars. Thank you, Johnny Nice. Me and my wife have been trying for a kid now for many months with no luck. Our marriage has slowly been declining into divorce. The day my wife served me divorce papers, I had a spark of genius. I immediately sat her down and turned on this podcast, and the sound of Sam's voice did things to my wife I had never seen. Yes. She pounced on me, and then by a miracle that could only come from hearing Johnny's voice, she became pregnant. I owe my life to you guys. Thank you.
But are you still getting divorced?
Yeah, good question.
That'd be the worst, right? Get her pregnant, she leaves you. You're like, fuck.
This is from, what is SSG Plum? Is that Staff Sergeant Plum? Is that what we're meant to take away from that? 5 stars, please read. From Wilkesboro, North Carolina, a very small town in the mountains. Would love to hear about both of your hometowns. What was the best and worst things about them? I hate that Wilkesboro hasn't changed since I was born, but I love that about it as well. I know you're from North Carolina, Johnny. Cash Daddy. Hashtag Cash Daddy. So
Cash Daddy.
What do you like about your hometown, Sam?
Well, we were talking about what I love about the hometown is, by the way, my favorite restaurant is called the Hollywood.
Awesome place.
Isn't that, dude? It's the best pasta, best antipasta you'll ever have in your life. I've eaten everywhere. There's no antipasta like the Hollywood antipasta, and then Pudgy's Pizza is the greatest thing. I'm the only one who seems to like it. I love it. It's so good. I would eat it every day if I could. If I didn't become a fat ass.
In Cortland. I like Pontillo's. They had good wings.
Best
good
wings
pizza.
ever.
Yeah, great wings. The wings were huge.
Best, dude. I used to drive. I used to deliver pizzas there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to be a pizza delivery guy, and I would drive around. And this one guy gave me $100 tip one day. And they thought I stole it from him. They're like, if we find out you stole it from him, you're fired. I'm like, what? Why? Why did I steal $100 from a guy?
That sounds like a reputation problem that you have.
Oh, dude, I got blamed for everything in my group.
Yeah.
I was the bad kid.
And you also blame the 20 speeding or the traffic tickets you got on the cops too because they're targeting you. This sounds like a very similar situation.
No, I don't blame it on the cops.
Yeah, you told me that the LAPD was targeting you.
I never said that,
You
Johnny.
Absolutely did.
That's bullshit.
Okay, come on.
The LAPD is after me.
So supposedly, according to Howie, my dad was known as a slumlord in town.
Oh, really?
And I think that kind of residue landed on me.
Interesting.
I'm
So
90% sure that a kid, one of my old guys that lived on Clayton, did he own 18 Clayton?
Yes.
That's your dad was all my buddies' landlords.
Yeah.
My buddy goes, he didn't own 18 Clayton. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I knew it. He was our landlord.
Supposedly my dad was a slumlord.
Sins of the father kind of thing, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
This guy says monkey butts and chicken nuts. Oh, yeah. In my hometown, it was small. All the factories left when I was a kid, and it's a shithole now.
So you know what's interesting about my city?
Thanks, NAFTA.
It has the highest rate of incest and the highest rate of welfare in all of New York State.
Well, that's very similar to mine.
Yes.
And it's been that way for probably 50 years.
Because it's the only place in New York State where you can get welfare day one.
Cortland, Sam's hometown had 2 brothers, and they called them the Lumpy Brothers.
The Lumpy Brothers.
Because they had these crazy lumps all over their face, head, and like they look like the Thing
Sounds
from
like
the
something
Fantastic.
The Hills Have Eyes.
No, so they were two brothers, and then there was a girl. Then there was a girl who lived right next to us, and her name was Flipper.
What the fuck?
She had two flippers coming out of the side instead of arms.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
a lot
no,
of
no, no,
incest.
no,
No, yeah, you had Flipper, you had the Lumpy, yeah, you had some weird shit.
I knew a chick who like basically married her uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like we had highest teen pregnancy and highest taxes and highest unemployment and the worst poverty, but those were ours. No incest.
No, totally bad. And dude, it's got like so it's very interesting because I always talk about Cortland is ghetto country, like hood farmers.
It's hard for me to imagine that. You see, growing up where I grew up in the South, you'd think anybody living in New York, is going to have some culture about them.
Upstate
and kind of
is completely different.
Yeah, upstate is exactly where you grew up, John.
Yeah,
Trust me.
it is. It is. I must say this about upstate New York. It is, in my humble opinion, one of the most conservative places you'll ever go. It's really crazy how conservative it is. It is like Jersey meets Napoleon Dynamite. Like that weird combination, right? Where it's like, I remember I sent my friend the movie Napoleon Dynamite. He's like, I didn't think it was that great. And then I realized because it's almost like a doc to him of his life. Like all the people in Napoleon Dynamite, that's who I grew up around.
That's my girlfriend's favorite movie.
It's a fucking funny movie.
favorite
Do you know how
movie.
much that guy made on that movie, the lead? Like $1,000.
They made
Are you
that
serious?
movie. They made the whole entire movie for like $600,000.
Yep. So it's really super shady because it's got. I remember, man, when I was going there in the early 2000s, I couldn't believe that crystal meth hadn't gotten to upstate New York yet. People were still doing coke.
Yeah.
And then one day I go back, meth everywhere.
what is it now? Like opiates, oxy, and stuff?
It's like hood farmers, bro.
Preble, Dryden, Marathon, DeRider.
Here's the thing about the local. Here's the thing about Cortland. You could literally get in your car, drive any direction for half an hour or like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, find a city you've never heard of.
Serious. I mean, like, you never heard
Dude,
of.
there's so many tiny pockets of city. You're
Groton.
like, what the Preble?
Preble. Yeah, they had a thing. This was big in Sam's hometown. Once every summer for one day, they had a thing called the Preble Frog Pull.
Dude, this is great.
And literally, you would show up behind this Preble Hotel bar, and they would have frog races, and there would be hundreds of kegs, and you'd sit there all day and get drunk. And that's the first time I saw a chick with a wooden leg win the wet t-shirt contest. She came out with a wooden leg, and then she took her top off. Then she started taking her pants off, and people were like, "No, no." Yeah, she didn't have a prosthetic. She had a wooden leg.
Yeah. Well, I told you that, like, when we were growing up, we thought the local librarians had wooden tits. We're like, dude, they have wooden tits. Like, they had to cut their tits off, and they have wooden tits. We thought they literally had wooden tits.
That again, that sounds like something that might be down to like some mental limitations on your part and the party.
My part, it was literally.
Why would you think like? Well, that just sounds like some
Because
shit
I'm
that.
like 8. I'm 8.
Hey, the librarians
I'm in
have
the
wooden
8th grade.
titties. Haven't you heard?
Everybody thinks that the two lesbians who run the library have wooden tits.
What the fuck?
Somebody started that rumor. You guys heard it, and then
Yeah.
you suddenly just believed
Everyone
it.
just
Yeah.
assumed
Yeah.
that they have wooden tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every teacher's got a nickname, like we had a guy in 8th grade, Hard on Hager, this guy, and he'd catch wood right during class. Look at a girl and just catch, and you'd be laughing to the point you're crying. And one day, my buddy, Chris Cabana, God bless him, he's not here anymore, he was sitting right to the left of me, and Hager was reading, and I took my finger out like this, and I'm just doing this. I'm flicking, and I'm not hitting it, and I can hear my buddy crying, laughing, and then I did this, and he walked into it, and I tipped him right in the head of his, and I'm not shitting you. The guy went down and was like, oh, never said a word to me. I was 100% sure I was going to get the shit beat out of
And he
me.
was thankful because someone touched it.
Yeah, I flicked
weird.
it. 8th grade.
It is.
That's so
It
weird.
is fucking weird, bro.
Every teacher's got a name, though. Every the teacher's got a nickname.
Well, it's like I mean, that's where Larry Watts. That he was. I think he was a teacher there. He meant less than me, man. But,
Oh, goodness.
a lot of that going on up
Jesus
there too.
H.
Father
Christ.
Dan, like just shady ass shit.
Our town, too. I grew up in a Catholic town with another Catholic school. And yeah, one of the bishops I mean, you always heard rumors. But yeah, years later, one of the bishops, I guess, went through a few churches.
Father Dan, bro.
Yeah, I've heard
Father
about Father
Dan.
Dan. Yeah.
Father Dan would be like, "Hey, dude, we're gonna do a bloodbath. It's called, or a blood ceremony, or something like that."
What?
And he molested everybody, and then he died of AIDS.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine if you gave kids AIDS? Jesus Christ.
But you know what's so funny is like, it's like you go to these little towns, you think none's going on. You know what's going on? Everybody is fucking everybody. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
And like eventually everybody just cycles through everyone. You start like you go to high school, you see all these people, you come back 20 later, you're like, you two are married? How'd you two hook up? Because they cycle through everybody.
Yeah, the teachers. And if, two teachers get divorced, so-and-so starts banging so-and-so. And, it is what teachers, it's a small little microcosm these schools are. I mean, I taught in elementary school with I taught 5th grade, and I had 5 other female teachers on my floor. So I'm having meetings with the 5 other female. We're going to happy hour on Fridays, and there's 5 kindergarten teachers, 5 first grade teachers, 5 and it'd take you a good year or two to go through the whole school.
Well, dude, one of our teachers got busted fucking the wrestling team.
The whole team?
The high school wrestling team. They
That's
were
cool.
all just banging her.
Was she hot?
And then her husband was banging another teacher at the same time.
Was she hot?
She was like teacher hot, like not super hot. She was just like, I'm not getting any. I'm gonna fuck some high school kids.
That's amazing.
Right?
That's a way to recruit kids to wrestle,
Yeah,
man.
for sure. Everybody's suddenly trying to join the wrestling team. It's like, well, the wrestling team's got 30 kids trying out. It's unbelievable.
it's freaking nuts, bro.
All right.
All those anorexic kids are trying out at the 91 pound class. It's amazing. They all want on.
There are a number of reasons why you might be afraid of opening up to someone about your mental health, but meeting with a therapist to work on your mental health is just as helpful as hiring a personal trainer to work on your physical health, and the positive impact can be just as life-changing. Meeting with a therapist should be as ordinary and judgment-free as going to the dentist or, as I said, hiring a personal trainer. At Broken Sim, we love Talkspace. They make it easy to connect with a therapist privately, and at Talkspace, you can message whenever you need to. It's all the benefits of therapy without the hassle of setting appointments and waiting a week or more between conversations. If you've wondered about therapy but aren't sure where to start, you need to check out Talkspace. At Talkspace, your privacy and security are their #1 priority, and these are things we really care about here at Broken Sim. The app puts you in a private room, and just you and the therapist are there, and Talkspace's encryption and added security features keep your conversation fully protected. Whether you struggle with anxiety, depression, self-doubt, or anything else, Talkspace gives you access to the help you need to move forward. Join Talkspace today and start moving forward with a single message. Visit Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month when you use the promo code BROKEN at sign-up. That's $100 off at Talkspace.com, promo code BROKEN.
Monkey butts and chicken nuts. This is from Frank. Sam is the man, but Johnny is a god amongst men.
Oh my
Unfortunately, Sam's super heavy legs are anchoring him from ascending to godliness. Dear Sam, please consider doing a show in or even relocating to Greenville, South Carolina. It's better than Asheville. It's a little gem of a city between Atlanta and Charlotte. It's a good spot up in there.
Someone told me I should go check it out.
The cure for your SHL syndrome may even be there, and you can become a god.
By the way, Johnny, update on my super heavy legs. I'm seeing
Update.
the doctor on Thursday
About SHL.
about my super heavy legs. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having really bad circulation in my legs.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You got to run. You got to start running.
I do run, but I mean, I have bad circulation.
Do you elevate them at night?
I do everything, bro. And it's just like so back in the day they would basically drain the vein and tie it off. Now they laser it, dog.
Oh, so what are they? They got to just get the capillaries and shit moving. So you got blood going again.
Drain it. I'm hoping they'll drain it because it's getting so
Does it
bad
hurt?
that's hurt my knees. My right knee's fucked.
There really is something called heavy leg syndrome.
No, it's not called
Yeah,
that.
it's called super heavy legs syndrome.
I never heard of this.
Yeah, it's important.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
shit.
dude, it's out there. There's a lot of people, thanks to this show, feel like they're not alone.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's an excuse not to jog, is what it is.
Johnny, I jog all the time.
A good soul.
What
This
about
is from
ride? You ever ride bikes?
I don't want to ride bikes I really want to get out.
The last time Sam rode a bicycle, he ate shit on the
No,
sidewalk.
that was a scooter.
That was a scooter.
That was
Yeah,
a sit-down
asshole.
scooter, though. It's just
a
like a
scooter.
bicycle.
It was
It
a
wasn't
scooter.
one of those
It's not a
scooters.
bike.
It wasn't one of those stand-up scooters, though. It was one of those scooters where you sit down like you're on a
but
bike.
a bike is easier to stop.
But that's way more embarrassing. Is the one that you sit down on. People eat it all the time on the stand-up.
Johnny, you're gross.
You came to New York, your face was all scratched up. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Did you get in a
Yeah,
fight?
when he says a scooter, you think he's on one of those stand-up jobs.
Yeah,
It's kind
yeah.
of difficult.
Johnny,
he
you're
wasn't.
gross
He
and
was
you're
on like a little
offensive.
moped, electric moped kind of deal.
I mean, you're embarrassing me. I know it's your show, but you're embarrassing
I'm a
me.
cuddler. I'm a Sammy T cuddler. When Sam tells you he loves you at one of his shows, he means it. I will always support these guys. That's from Wagger.
Thank you,
Dog.
dude. Thank you.
This guy, whose
Are
name,
these are a lot of comments. Hey, are we almost to 1,000, by the way?
1,000 what?
1,000 comments?
I think we're at like 990 something.
Yeah, get us to 1,000, bro. Listen, this show should be in the top 200. You know it. I know it. We all know.
993.
Let's get to 1,000, dog.
It can be done. This is from the commenter. 5 inches is plenty. It can be done. Autofellatio, he says. So you
On
can.
5 inches.
That's what he
Dude,
says.
I will give you a free any t-shirt you want if you send us a video of you sucking your own 5-incher. Okay, I don't think you could do it.
That's at Fat Dragon Pro on Twitter.
It's
Check him out.
JohnnyWoodard@gmail.com.
That's not my email address.
Yes,
thankfully.
it is.
No, it's not.
Johnny A. Woodard, everybody.
Shut the fuck up.
Send it out. Send it out.
Matt D. Kleck.
Still some more? Damn, dude.
Yeah, I'll just do a couple more and then we'll skip to the next week. Need more broken sim. Used to play Sims as a kid. Make this feel full circle. Unlocking Conquer's Hacky and taking on the
Yes,
UN is
yes.
my greatest fantasy.
Perfect.
One Piece, Will of These Nuts. This is from DJ W. Shady. Love the longer episodes. I subscribe to all of your content. Informative and a lot of fun in my humble... This show is informative, huh? Needed 143. You can now claim to have 4... I don't know what this is. Johnny, Sam, I love Broken Sim. Thank you for making such a hilariously fun show.
Well,
And
it's Johnny's show.
it's a nice palate cleanser after some of the heavier topics on TFH. Please, more Hollywood Safaris, heavy legs, and Latinx bangers. P.S. Come back to Vegas soon.
I'm gonna
So
be
nice to
honest
see
with
you guys
Johnny.
live.
Something's happened to Hollywood. I go there all the time just looking for action.
And
There's
it's
no
not crazy?
action.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know what they have done, dude? They've systematically got rid of all the hookers.
That's a tragedy.
Oh, no.
If we didn't get to your review, just delete it and relieve it again. We'll get to you next week.
Don't delete it, man.
No, delete it and do it again, and then we'll.
We gotta get to all.
and then
we
it'll
gotta,
go to the top.
We
So I'll
gotta
see
get
it.
to all. We gotta get to 1,000, man. We gotta get to 1,000.
We're there. We're
Yeah,
getting there.
yeah.
We'll be there next time we record.
So, Howie, you're one of my favorite people. We got the gig this week. You tell the funniest fucking stories. Like Howie still doesn't know how they get water in pools in Phoenix, Arizona. He doesn't know how they do that. And tell them your theories on the mountains of Arizona.
Cardboard. It's fake. You can tell. They're far enough away where if you kept driving towards them, you wouldn't get any closer. They're cardboard.
So how do they do that, dude? How much cardboard are they using?
I don't know. I'm sure it's some sort of chemical we don't know about yet, where it just what the fuck? It's a fucking 3D image. It's not there. They're so fake.
Wait, so are you saying they're like those old Western towns? The
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Sets? Okay.
There's no water there.
Like the High Plains
So they're
Drifter or
like,
whatever.
how do they get the water in the pool? Is that what you're asking?
I don't know how. That's just wild. Those people drink a lot of apple juice out there because there's no water. You can't drink water in Phoenix. It's impossible. Doesn't rain there.
Yeah, but I think that's where they're there because there's water.
You know, you hear the old story. Oh, it's the aquifer. It's 7,000 feet below, and it comes from the Colorado. Okay, yeah.
Doesn't your buddy run the water?
He said afterwards, that's what he did. He ran the water for Phoenix, and he goes, and I'll be honest with you, it's some damn shitty water. He said it is not good water.
Of course it is, dude.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Of course it is.
I wonder how did they land on Phoenix then if it doesn't have its own water? Let's see.
It's got to have its own water, dude. There's
comes
no
from-
way they would stop.
It comes from the Colorado River. Somehow they ration a certain amount of water out of the aquifers, but there's not much. They're running out. Running out of water out here.
The history of Phoenix begins with Jack Swilling, a Confederate veteran of the Civil War who prospected in the nearby mining town of Wickenburg in the newly formed Arizona Territory. As he traveled through the Salt River Valley in 1867, he saw a potential for farming to supply Wickenburg with food. He also noted that eroded mounds of dirt that indicated previous canals dug by natives had long since left the area, so he formed the Swilling Irrigation and Canal Company that year. So literally the first guy there he brought the water to the place.
I wonder how the fuck.
What do you mean he brought the water?
He dug a canal.
And then, there had to be water around there.
Yeah, but he brought it from nearby, is what I'm saying.
So he found a river and just dug it?
That's what it sounds like, yeah. And then, so he could do farming and shit.
That's a shady story.
You don't buy it, huh?
I don't know. That's shady.
I don't buy any history.
I don't buy that a human could live in Phoenix in the summer without air conditioning. I don't buy that.
Yeah, that had to be crazy, right?
How do you sleep at night?
This is his place right here. Check this out.
Oh, is that the...
Well, this is one of the early homes there.
Oh, shit.
It's like the oldest house in Phoenix.
That's the oldest house in Phoenix?
Adobe house, dated to 1870.
So you know what's so interesting, dude, is like you'll drive to Vegas, right? From like I hate to drive from LA to Phoenix. I hate it because there's 80 miles of nothing. Literally nothing.
Not even a gas station.
And if you don't get gas before that, you will run out.
So LA to Phoenix is only 80 miles?
No, there's 80 miles in that drive. It's like 7 hours.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was farther than that.
You driving, it would be like 12 hours. This guy drives like 50 miles an hour.
Do you really?
I averaged 110 on the way to that Pennsylvania gig. I was going 110.
So we do the gig. So you drive out there. There's nothing. As you drive to Vegas, right? It's a much better drive. It's It's quicker and it's get out, right? But man, you'll be driving in the middle of nowhere, man. There'll just be some weird trailer, and you're like, "What city are you on the run from?
Yeah.
You got to be on the run from some state that you are in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nobody."
Yeah. I heard a story when I was little about some car broke down with a mother and her kids, and there was no one. They had no water, nothing, and she fed the kids crayons. Yeah, she made her kids eat the crayons. And supposedly the crayons...
Did she have wooden tits, too?
I don't know, man, but supposedly the kids lived off the crayons for 2 days and ended up surviving.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, it's a true story,
There's no
man.
nourishment in crayons. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but...
It's about surviving,
Yeah,
Johnny.
you got to chew on something.
Johnny, when a mother wants her kids to survive, she'll do anything, include eating crayons.
I read
okay?
the story. The mother fed the kid
I
crayons.
believe you.
I mean,
Howie.
it would be better if she peed in their mouths. That would actually nourish them at least.
God
Why'd you have
damn.
to take it there, dude? This is a wholesome show.
I'm just telling you.
I don't know if it'd be better.
So as you drive to from LA to Vegas and Vegas to LA, there used to be this giant water theme park, right? In the middle of nowhere. And you're like, why did they build that
You're
there?
like, where'd they get the water?
And you're like, why would they put that there? Because somebody with money and stupidity, right? Because not everybody who is rich is smart. Sometimes they just fall into stuff.
hell no, yeah.
They
Yeah.
come from money and they just make horrible business decisions.
stupid.
Which
Yeah,
is
a lot of them are NFL owners right now. Yeah.
right? And they're just like, hey, dude, I'm just going to build a water theme park in the middle of nowhere. And their whole theory was like, people will be driving back from Vegas and they'll just want something to do. So they'll stop and they'll go to our water park.
Nobody.
And you're like, what? and it bombed instantly.
Of course it did.
Instantly. But the funniest thing, dude, is as the years go by, people keep stealing the steel. So this thing is slowly but surely,
That's funny.
now there's nothing left. Over 10 years, meth heads have just jacked all the steel in this theme park.
Oh my
Gone.
God.
Just now it's just graffiti.
All
it looks like
outdoor, right?
something from Grand Theft Auto.
It was all outdoor.
All outdoor.
Yeah, that's too. It would have been too hot during the summer.
It's just, there's nothing around.
Yeah, and nobody, dude. Have you ever been coming back from Vegas and wanted to do anything but get home and go to sleep?
No,
I mean, that's
it's
it.
the
Yeah.
dumbest thing ever.
That's a terrible idea.
It's so dumb.
Well, the
That's-
cool thing is if you fall asleep and go off the road, you're just going to hit a cactus or something. I mean,
Which I've seen crazy. Oh, dude, I saw the crazy accident today. I was coming back from doing a Conspiracy Social Club with Brian. Brian's meltdown today was so classically awesome. It was so much fun to watch him.
I bet he talks about you this way when he gets home to his people too. He's like, dude, Sam, you won't believe he took a big L today. I really killed him.
Oh, he does think I took an L, and then you go to the comment section and you realize who's winning real quick. I love Brian Cam, but dude, his L's were so bad. But I was driving home today from the show, and I had to literally go across city to do it. And someone on La Brea, have you ever seen the La Brea, on La Brea, the Kentucky Fried Chicken?
that's where I was today. I was there
Really?
on La Brea.
On La Brea, this Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's like near.
Wait, up at Hollywood?
No, it's past it. It's past it.
I went to the Super Target at La Brea and Santa
It's
Monica.
right around there,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I mean, that's
some
not far from
fucking
where I live.
SUV gone up over the side and bam, nailed like 4 cars.
Oh.
Dude, like it was like this guy tried to do Fast and Furious and just went furious, right? And just boom, hit it.
With the stresses of the last year, it's more important than ever to practice living healthier and happier lives. So, what if a few minutes was all it took to change your relationship with stress and anxiety? That's the power of meditation with Headspace. Our thoughts can be confusing enough. Meditation doesn't have to be. Headspace is your convenient dose of meditation, mindfulness, and sleep exercises to relieve stress and anxiety and help you get a good night's sleep, all in one app. They make it easy to catch your breath and make time for your mental health. And this meditation app, we should say this, is backed by science. Meditation works. A study proves that in just 2 weeks, Headspace can reduce your stress by 14%. You know they're telling the truth because if they were making it up, they would have said 15%, 14%. I've always been interested in meditation, but I was skeptical of using an app to get there. But all it took was a few minutes with Headspace to realize that this was the real deal. I highly recommend it. You can change your life with our friends at Headspace. Experience it for yourself. Find some Headspace at headspace.com/broken and get 1 month free of their entire meditation library. This is the best Headspace offer available, best one I've seen. So go to headspace.com/broken today. Again, that's headspace.com/broken.
You look up the Target on Victory. Will you look that up?
Oh, that place is yeah.
Dude, gypsies are ripping off old ladies in the parking lot.
What?
Not old lady, but older ladies, right?
Here it is.
Yeah, that's
Victory
it. That's
Boulevard.
it. That's
right
it.
there.
That's it. I went there. So the baby's mama, he was in town, went to Target to grab some stuff. This gypsy walks up to her.
I don't know if we say that anymore.
What?
Gypsy, I don't think that's on the menu for 2021.
Hold on. Is it
gypsies?
gonna get a gypsy?
Yeah, it's like I think they're like
Dude, he literally calls himself the Gypsy King.
Roma. Yeah, but he gets shit for that.
It's the women. They have little heads. They have small, no, they got smaller heads. Like you used to see them in shopping malls with their 12-year-old daughters all dialed up, and they would sell the daughters for cash.
Yeah, well, dude, what they would do, what they
Dowries,
do is
dowries.
they roll you in these targets. They'll roll you in the target.
Yeah, gypsies.
Is a racial slur?
Is it
The
really?
Romani people would like for you to please stop using the word gypsy now, as
Or
it is a
even
racial
wear
slur.
gypsy tattoos?
As it is a racial slur connected to past and present persecution. This is not gypsy. This is Romani. That's
So
Well-
beep it then.
dude. I'm just fucking with you. I don't care. I'm not
Gypsy
beeping.
can't be. They're still rolling people in malls and shit like that.
Yeah, they are. They rolled. They rolled baby's mama's
Yeah.
mom.
What did they do to her again? I don't understand.
So she's leaving. he gets in the car.
With her.
Yeah. And he's like, you got a flat. And she's like, what? She's like,
In
"You
the
got a
car
flat."
with her.
Yeah. It's in the back. And I don't know what she was thinking, but somehow he gets her to get out of the car. And she snags his thing, right? He
snags
snags her purse.
That was still in the car.
Yeah.
Some of those gypsies had.
So when I heard this story, I fucking lost it, right? I'm like, what the fuck?
That's unbelievable.
I ran to the Target and I'm like, I want to talk to security right now. This 17-year-old kid comes up. He's like, "Hi, can I help you?" I'm like, yeah, I want to talk to you about what's going on in your parking lot. I go,
What do
he
you
goes,
mean? What's going
okay, so what do you want me to do about it, right?
can
I go,
I-
gypsies are rolling people in your parking lot. I go, they're rolling people in your parking lot.
I said, we don't say gypsy.
And he goes, I can't do anything about that. I go, what? He goes, I can't do anything about that.
That is the police,
What
yeah.
do you want me to do?
They tell them not to do it, interfere with anything. They tell them their job is to call the police.
I get that. If somebody is in the store stealing, you have predators rolling around your parking lot and you're not going to do anything about it?
It's shitty, man.
It costs money to hire security companies.
Dude, I get it. Okay. Then don't go to the Target
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't
on
go.
Fucking
Victory Boulevard.
Victory Boulevard, because the 17-year-old Mexican kid is gonna give you attitude when you fucking. And I was like, hey, dude. I go, I do a big podcast with this guy Johnny Woodard. Okay, it's one of the top
Sir,
podcasts.
could you pull your mask over your nose, please? Thank you.
Yeah, it's one of the top podcasts in fucking Vietnam. We're gonna blast you. He goes, I don't care. I go, okay.
We're pretty popular in Mexico too, bro.
And Mexico, bro. We're big in Mexico with your cousins, bro.
The gypsy life.
So I call up customer service. I'm just screaming at them.
Target?
Yeah.
Why don't you call the cops and just tell them what happened?
I should.
I mean, they would investigate it properly, probably, and like.
I wanted to get this kid in trouble.
Oh,
And then I dropped it.
you want to? Should we leave a Yelp?
100%.
He's an unarmed 17 security guard. What the fuck is he gonna do if two chicks get in a fight?
But listen to me. I don't mind if it's like I can't do anything. It's his attitude of
the
like
attitude?
I'm not good. I can't. I'm
Victory
not,
Boulevard, North Hollywood. Is that it right?
Yeah.
It's got 3 stars already.
All right, give it
2.5 stars.
Yeah, give it 1 star.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Give it 1 star.
We're still logged into your Sam Tripoli, so let's do that. Let's write a review.
Dude, you know I'm at the age where I'm angry. 1 star.
One star. Okay, what are we saying?
Hey,
in dire needs of
hey
new
guys.
jeans.
Hey, if you want to get rolled by gypsies in the parking lot, this is the Target for you.
If you want to get gypsied in the ass, come to this Target.
Yeah, if you want to get gypsied in the ass, this is the Target for you.
Seriously, you want to do right there?
Yeah. This is the Target for you.
Oh my God.
And if you want to go and talk to security, they'll have a 17-year-old kid come up and give you attitude, like asking you to be quiet while he gives you his side of the story. Ask you and go back. Ask you to let him talk.
Fuck.
Ask you to be quiet and let him talk.
If you don't fucking stop correcting this,
Yeah.
and ask you to let him talk while he gives you his side of the story.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say? Like you bad bathrooms too, or something? And the bathrooms stink.
And the bathrooms suck.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah, and then can you put George Soros kiss it?
We want to just take the curse out of there because they might not let us post it if we do that. I think we're probably going to get dinged on Gypsy too. George
Spell
Soros.
gypsy with a J. JYPSIES.
Oh, yeah, maybe
Gypsies.
we should. Yeah, that's a good idea. They won't know that then. Good call on that.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
We'll post that right now. There we go. So if you want
There
to
you go. I feel good.
please go on to Yelp and just rate that review for Target on Victory Boulevard, North Hollywood, as a useful review, so it gets up near the top. Thank you for that, folks.
Hey guys, you know it'd be fun to do another glory hole review. Can we find some glory hole reviews? But I think we should pick a different city since Howie's here.
Massage parlors, you mean?
No, let's look for
In New York, it's the it's the New
go
York
to
City.
Pittsburgh. Like, where do you think the best glory holes are in Pittsburgh? See
What
if you
the fuck is, there's actually something called Glory Hole Recreation Area.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's a campground, and it's got
no.
30 reviews.
Okay, let's read some of these reviews.
It's-
Can you stop this real
Wait,
quick?
it's
I gotta
called
pee.
Glory Hole Angels Camp Road in California. You're going to have to be careful here getting out of it.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, Sam took a piss. Now we're looking at Glory Hole Recreation Area in California. Just want to see if anybody did any jokes.
Oh, this guy doesn't like it.
My God. My husband and I just came back from a great camping trip.
No,
They're all serious. Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
they missed an opportunity.
Too many flies.
they don't understand comedy.
There's too many flies around Glory Hole.
Yeah, of course there is.
This is this headline. Fuck it. Let's do the pros and cons of glory holes. This is from the Beaverton.
Do Pittsburgh glory hole.
I just don't. I mean, what website is going to be reviewing
Just
glory?
Google it. You'll something will come up. That's what we did last time with bathhouses.
Yeah, but bathhouses are like legitimate.
Man.
Wait, hold on. There's a website called glorieshole.com.
If you're on the East Coast,
Okay, this is something. Okay.
look at this.
Do you have to
Long
click?
story short, bathroom stall, blowjob through a glory hole.
Wait, where is that? Where do you see that?
Right there, where your thing is. He
This-
goes, yes, girls, use Grinder too. Long story short,
Oh, I see.
bathroom stall, blowjob through a glory
I'm
hole.
going to go to the adult bookstore with the glory holes.
All right,
involved.
look at.
There's no attractive woman that has ever done that.
Did you read the next one? I regularly go to an adult video store with glory holes in the booths and suck as much cock as I can in one day. If a guy has a nice, big enough, at least 8 inches, cock, I'll invite him into my booth and he'll fuck me in the ass. Been doing this 3 to 2 times a year for about 15 years.
I wonder,
That's right.
do you think this guy is like, you know how Johnny Carson, if he really liked the comedian, he'd call him over to the couch? Do you think, like, if you're dick, you know, it makes the cutoff?
Hey, why don't you come over in my booth?
Hey, did
Next one, go
did
down.
did Guts 71 invite you over to his special fuck room?
Oh, go down, dude. This is a good one here. Has anyone gone to a glory hole with their wife and was it a good experience?
Oh,
With their wife?
Jesus.
I went
I-
over. She's probably
I went-
sucking 10 guys.
We gotta read this whole thing.
We chose a booth and locked the door. We turned on a movie and she took off her shorts. Within seconds, a cock came through the hole. She started sucking it, looking at me while she did it. After a minute or two, he came down her throat and she swallowed. As soon as she left, another came through. Look at this. This went on over and over. She probably sucked 8 to 10 guys off before taking a break. This is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Look at this. When we left the booth, there was a herd of dudes waiting and probably disappointed that they didn't get the
Oh,
chance.
that's so funny.
That's probably the only woman they've ever
Look at
had
this
walk
one.
in there.
Eventually, we left and went back to my place where I choked her out while fucking her mouth like it was a pussy. Finally, she begged me to fuck and come in her ass.
Dude. To an
lot of
adult
guys-
arcade. What is that?
That's what they call. That's what they call these adult bookstores.
When we got in the back of the booth, our hubby left the door open a few inches. The guy that was talking to me in the booth across from us, he pulled out his cock. Tom started moving. I could not stop looking at the guy across from us. He was freaking huge. And he knew I was watching him after a minute because Tom started feeling my boobs under my shirt. The guy walked over, reached in the booth, put his hand on the top of Tom's hand that was in my shirt and moved it. What the this is weird. Plus, she doesn't use a comma. This is a
Yeah, it's very hard to read.
75-word fucking sentence.
Oh my God.
Nancy asked.
Oh, here's a good one. What was your naughtiest glory hole experience?
Oh, here we go. I love these bathhouse reviews, dude.
Okay, this might be a long one. No pun.
All right, here we go.
What the fuck?
Look at this.
God.
Through a bead curtain, I saw a dimly lit hallway with 4 doors on each side. Knowing this was my chance to suck a dick.
Oh my! Look how long this is.
Yeah, dude, somebody was there. Somebody was enjoying it. This is fun. They put in time. How's the grammar?
Look at that. Some young guy swallowed possibly the biggest black cock I'd ever seen. Oh my God.
All right. We just
Wait.
Howie's out.
Listen to this sentence. Extremely turned on, I began to rub my cock through my skirt and panties. So this guy's cross-dressing.
So, anyways, that's that. If you have,
Thanks for that,
if
Sam.
you know of a adult bookstore in your area, let us know and we'll read the reviews.
You want to do voicemails?
Yeah, let's do some voicemails, and then we're gonna hear some Howie stories because Howie's got the best stories.
Sounds good. Just give me
Howie, how much are you regretting being on the show right
Oh,
now?
I love it, man. This is great.
All right, let's see what we
Glory hole capital.
How you guys doing? I just wanted to share a story that kind of correlates with the broken simulation that we live in.
Oh, hold on.
This one time I was sitting in a sauna,
Hold, stop it.
and while I was sitting in there,
There we go.
this kid walks in. And I say kid because I'm 30 years old, and this guy was 19. But man, he was chiseled, zero body fat.
Is this glory hole
Maybe
reviews?
6'2", all muscle. Anyways, he comes in, and he sits down next to me, and we get to talking.
We get to
And
talking.
we get to talking about crypto. And he after we exchange our names, he looks at me, he's like, yo, D, when you're ready, he's going to bless you. When you're ready, he's going to give it to you.
What?
And there was a brief pause after he said that. And I just kind of looked at him like, what are you talking about? And then he followed up with when you're ready, he's going to bless you. Just keep in the light, follow the path. And then not only that, he started talking about things that, in a sense, I believe in. Where he said, you even gotta control what's into your body and goes into your mind.
He's for sure trying to
Be
fuck this guy.
careful of the energy you give out. That includes jacking off. That's for you, Sam. And he said, in the good times, he's gonna bless you. And we probably had maybe a 10, 15-minute conversation in the sauna before he left. And that's the last time I seen him. But I still think of what he said. And it's crazy how someone can just come into your life briefly, say a few words, and make an impact. So for everyone listening out there, peace and love, years old.
Okay, so it's pretty clear what happened here. This homeless person with schizophrenia slipped into a sauna and started talking to this guy for a little while he was probably jerking off under his towel, and then left. Right? That's clearly what happened.
Dude, just does that not make you think we live in a broken simulation? I mean, we were just doing glory hole reviews with Howie, and that guy talked exactly like how Howie read those fucking Yelp reviews.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see what this fellow has.
He was kind of chiseled.
Hey Sam, hey Johnny. I just wanted to talk to you about the possibility that indigestion and farting and pooping may be the most compelling evidence that we live in a broken simulation ever.
Oh my God! How crazy
If you don't
is
believe
this?
me, just think about it. When you eat something gross and it hurts your stomach and you farted poop,
What?
it's like the simulation is broken.
Holy Christ.
I get it though. I get it.
I
dude.
don't know what the fuck is happening anyway.
That was the best.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
this is the best segment we've ever done. I love hearing from the broken. Dude, I don't know why we didn't do this earlier. This is the best. Having Howie on.
Hey, bro, Sean Smith, bro. Hey, you want to talk about simulation stories? Well, I was walking down the San Gabriel River a couple weeks ago in Los Angeles when this guy approaches me from the underpass.
Here we go
and
again.
asks me to help him out. So among
Help
one
him
of
out,
the things I had to do
Let me in, brother.
was to hold a bucket for him while he took more stuff from the underpass. In that bucket was a fly swatter. And then I look at the fly swatter, I look at him, he's wearing a Minnesota Vikings Adrian Peterson jersey. And that immediately flashed me back to 2015 when Sam Tripoli and Jason Tebow made a bet with yours truly that Adrian Peterson would rush over 1,800 yards that year. Well, guess what? I won that bet, and I was supposed to swat you guys with fly swatters at the comedy store. So the simulation is keeping the score.
You guys never did that bet,
Wow. No, but I remember we were supposed to, that somebody had lost and we swatted him. Dude.
He says he was supposed to swat you guys.
Listen, this is 100% fact. There's only one guy that paid off all of his debts. I'm punch drunk, and that is Sam Tripoli. I owe 0 debts at the end of the day.
By the book, yes. Spiritually, maybe you.
Johnny, fuck you, man. Respect me, Johnny.
Maybe you blew instead
Maybe
of
you'll
inhaled.
get another co-host on the show if you're going to continue to treat me like
Johnson's bro. As an addendum to my earlier message, real quick, Sam Tripoli, I challenge you at Ellis Mania to a fly swatter match just to end this loop that this saga has been, this unpaid bag of bets that's been stuck in this wormhole, just to liberate it.
What's involved?
And maybe it's a handicap match. You and Jason Tebow versus me in fly swatter at Ellis Mania. I don't care. Dude. I'm a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. I can handle myself.
Okay. There's a lot of homoerotic today.
Okay. Well, that's our first round of voicemails from.
Can we say? I'll agree. This is our most homoerotic episode yet, and I think Howie has a lot to do with it. With his leather daddy jacket on right now, I think he's bringing the heat.
If you want to leave your own voicemail for us to listen to next time, it's 657-339-1338.
You should leave that in the comment in the description.
Well, I don't. Maybe. What happens is it gets scraped by these scam callers, and then we'll get a bunch of scam voicemails.
Okay. All right, Johnny. So,
you all right?
Did you tell us your story about the dead guy yet?
No.
All right. Here's what it is. This is one of my top 3. I'm 18 years old. I'm getting ready to go play basketball. I'm in the summer. I'm living right near Saratoga Springs, New York, on a small lake. I'm out the door, head to the car. This old lady next door said, "You got to go help. A boat tipped over in the middle of the lake. They need your help." And it's windy as shit that day. I look out, run down, get in a boat, start the motor, go out the middle of the lake. I see this boat upside down. One guy's holding on to one side of the boat, and he's like, "My friend." And I looked over, and I saw this gray head about 2 feet below the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just kind of like, in the...
Flow?
It's floating. So I went, holy shit, that's a dude. And I went over, and I reached down and grabbed his hair and pulled him up. And he had on a hunting jacket, jeans. He probably, with the water, weighed like 300 pounds. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah. He had all his clothes on, boots. So every time I got him up to the top, I'd get his nose and mouth above the water, and he'd go back down. So finally, I just grabbed him, and I couldn't pull him in the boat because my boat was tipping over. Meanwhile, somebody saw what was going on. It was a buddy I knew, and he took his boat out, and he's trying to help. And he says, "What's going on, man?" I look, and I said, "Dude, this is a real guy." And his face just turned. He had this sick look on his face. So he held down my part, the other side of the boat, and I pulled this guy in the boat. So I pulled him in. I mean, my adrenaline was kicking. This guy weighed so much. He probably weighed 170 pounds, but with all the clothes and shit on, he weighed a ton.
How old was he?
He was 72.
Oh, he was older.
Yeah, the other guy was like 68. And the reason I'll tell you why I know this, but so I got him in the boat. I rolled him in the boat, and I hear boom, boom, boom. His head hits the his head hits the fucking seat off the metal bottom. Like, he hit his head like 3 or 4 times. So I get him in the boat, and the other guy with me says, "Dude, get the motor going. Get his ass to shore. Somebody called an ambulance." So I look over at the beach, and I see sheriffs and ambulance. I try to start the motor. There's no gas. So I got to start rowing. And it's like a fucking 30-minute. I'm rowing like crazy, but it's like a half mile away. So I'm rowing, and I row for maybe 5 minutes. I look down. His feet are up on the boat. His head's up. He's upside down, and I'm like, I can't row in like this. So I got him under the arms. I'm talking to him the whole time, like, "Buddy, come on, man. You got to stay with me," because his eyes are open. His eyes are wide open. And I pick him up under the arms, and I put him up on the seat, and he just he doesn't go left or right, he just goes forward. And the weight of the coat and everything just held him up. So I start rowing, and every time I row, the dude's just kind of going back and forth like this. So I'm thinking in my mind, I think he's all right. I think he's all right.
He's just having a mental breakdown.
He's having a bad day.
I think he's okay. So I finally row, and I get into the beach. I can hear people clapping. Everyone. And there's a whole family that I knew, the Clore family, and they're all sitting there, and they're like, "Hurry up, get him out!" And the MTs come out, and they go to pick him up, and they had this weird look on their face. They put him on a stretcher, and they brought him in. Everyone's clapping, good job, yeah. And one of the sons worked for the MTs, and he came over, and he said to the father, and I'm standing there, and I'm out of breath, I'm beat. Father goes, "Holy shit." He goes, "Howie saved the day." And the guy says, "Howie didn't save shit." He said, "That fucking guy's been dead for like 45 minutes. And I went, "What?" He goes, "Do you have any idea how much water he's got in him right now?"
Oh my God.
Sam, you ruined this story by saying, "Hey, did you tell your dead guy story yet?"
Okay, well, why don't you redo it then?
No, the guy literally, I didn't know it, but the whole time he had his eyes open, he was dead. Like, he was dead from the second I put him in the boat. And I never knew. I'm talking to the guy. So the story gets worse. Like,
what?
It gets worse because I go over and there's like 5 or 6 brothers and they're like, "You're shitting me. That guy was dead?" And the MT's like, "Oh yeah, he was dead the whole time." And he's like, "No, there's no reviving him. He's got like 70 gallons of water in his
He
lungs.
sucked my dick.
He's dead." And so one of the brothers goes, "Hey Howie, listen, do us a favor. Next time that happens, put a fucking fishing pole in his hands, make it look like he's trolling." He goes, "Just make it." He goes, "Everybody, we thought he was alive." And I'm like, I thought I was 100% sure. So it gets worse. I'm 18. One of my buddies just got a job as a sheriff, and he was in like his 3rd year. And he shows up with his partner. He's one of the sheriffs. And he says, "Howie, the 2 wives are in the camp. Could you go in and talk to them?"
Shut
Could
up.
you talk to him?
I'm 18. These
What?
guys are 21. They're sheriffs. He says you were with him the whole time, and she just wants to talk to you a little bit. And I'm like, and even the EMT is like, "Dude, he's 18. He can't be talking to them." And he's like, "Look, Howie, just do me a solid, man." He goes, "I'll let you go. You can go." And I've known this kid for years. And so I walk into the camp, and the one lady's husband was alive. They brought him to the hospital, but he had talked to her. He lived. And the other one looks at me, and she says, "Do you know how Bob's doing? Do you think he's going to be okay?" And this is after the MT told me he's dead in the door now. And I'll never forget it. I had one of the brothers with me. I looked at her, and I said, "Well, you know what? With today's technology, who knows?" That was my answer.
That's so terrible.
I said, "You just never know." I said, "The only thing I can tell you is his eyes were open." I mean, literally, I had no idea. I was 18. I was scared shitless.
Yeah, dude, that's
sad.
impossible. The closest story is that story done?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
pretty much it.
So-
and I read in the paper, they said he died the other day. I read in his paper he was 72. That's how I knew.
So I'm doing stand up. When I first got to LA, I would always hear New York City comics get up like 10 times a night. I'm like, I gotta get up a lot. So I would just run around town doing spots, including going deep into Compton and Inglewood to do spots. I didn't give a shit, man.
Really?
I just wanted to gig, dude.
What? Wait, the rooms in Compton and Inglewood, are they black rooms?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Completely. Now, if I got up early in the show, I would crush. If I went up last, they would get mad because they're like, "Why are you closing our shows?" And here's the thing, you never want to be the second white guy in a black show. Because the first one's like, "Oh, isn't this cute?" The white boy. Second time's like, "Okay, why are 2 of you here?"
Yeah.
Right?
Did you change your act any when you were doing the
No,
black
but
rooms?
it would be so funny watching like young comics go up there and try to act like they were relating to black comics. Be like, I remember one kid's like, "I love DMX. He's my favorite." You're like, "You're bombing."
Well, dude, it's like Chip Kelly. Did you see Chip Kelly?
No, not Chip Kelly.
Or No.
The guy for LSU who was
It's Brian Kelly. Yeah, Brian Kelly was like being introduced to the LSU basketball fans at a game, and he just starts affecting this Southern accent, like me and my family are happy to be here down in Louisiana.
Oh, dude, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
The guy who's never spent a day in his life in the South. Like the story I read went and chronicled like everywhere he's lived. He's never lived south of the Mason.
Yeah,
Dixon line.
It was such a dumb move, and it's so unself-aware.
Me and my family.
The only person I know who does that is Sarah Tiana. When she goes on stage, suddenly she's got like the thickest accent. Like you're
Comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey y'all," and I know so many comics who do that. Like I know a comic from Boston. He super Bostons it up. I know this Canadian comic, super Canadian. Good, hello, hey da.
Wow,
hey.
I wouldn't do that. Canadian.
So I'm doing this show at it was called Mixed Nuts at the time, and it's now I think it's the Comedy Union now, but this was back when it was Mixed Nuts, and I would be the only white guy there. I would go there all the time to perform. It's a gorgeous club, man. It's gorgeous. It's on Pico, which is like kind of the fringe before it starts to get. But here's the thing about Inglewood. Like you hear all these stories about, Inglewood because of NWA and gangbanging. It's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's like really, and now that they're
got hills and stuff.
It's you see the housing. It's gorgeous. Because there's a lot of like black entertainment.
There's some really nice houses there. Yeah.
Really nice house. I used to go get my hair cut by this woman who lived out there. I'm like, this is a beautiful area. Yeah. You know, I mean, there are shady parts, of course, but I think that's any town. But I would go there, right? So we're hanging out, and the place is packed, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear boom, 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 and everybody drops. It's me and a room full of black people, and we all drop. Hand to God, the entire room gets up, turns to me, and goes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I don't think anyone got shot. Like, okay, I know this might be new for you or something, so I totally get it, right? I'm like, fuck, that was so funny. I'm like, okay, I gotta go, right? Because I had a spot. I just done my set. I was gonna go run and do the Comedy Store. So there was somebody shot outside, right? They wouldn't let anybody leave the club at first. It took a little time. And then eventually let's go. And I'm like, dude, I got to get to the Comedy Store. They're like, fine. Go. There's something about comedians that law enforcement let shit slide.
Yeah.
Right? Like one time, I'll get back to the story, but one time I was doing stand-up in Lake Havasu with my friend Josh Nasser. And we were doing stand-up, and we got pulled over by the cops. And I would go, okay, I'm going to try to laugh my way out of this, right? He's like, hey, boys. Why you guys speeding? What you guys getting into tonight? I'm like, we're just comics, you know. We were just doing stand-up in Havasu, you know, where there's more tattoos than teeth. He goes, all right, man, slow it down. Slow it down. I'm like, I got us out. Josh starts driving again. Josh was driving, but I'm the one who said the joke. Josh starts driving again. Now he's in California. He gets pulled over again. He's like, dude, you could do it again. You could do it again.
Oh, my God.
I can't do it twice. I can't do it twice, man. You're asking me to fucking pull off a miracle. He's like, you could do it. So the cop comes up. He's like, hey, man, what are you guys doing? And Josh goes, hey, man, we're comics, man. And we just did Havasu where, you know, there's more teeth than tattoos. He totally fucks my joke up, right? And the guy's like, okay. He grabs his license, walks. I go, dude, you just jacked my joke and you fucked it up. He's like, dude, I had to get out of this. The guy walks back and hands him a fucking ticket. I go, and that's what you get for stealing my fucking joke, right? So anyways, I go back. So I'm leaving Mixed Nuts. This is a true story. I'm going to my car. It's taped off. There's a dead body right there, right? It's under sheets. It's dead body. This woman pulls up to the street. She's like, oh my God, my brother. Someone says it's my brother. Is it my brother? And the cop turns to me and goes, hey, tell her a joke.
Oh, no.
I go, what? He goes, yeah.
Is he serious?
Yeah. He goes, tell her a joke, bro. Tell her a joke. I go, are you fucking serious, bro? I'm not telling her a joke. Her brother's dead right there.
What's wrong with that cop? Like,
Yeah, they don't. But speaking of get in a hurry to get to a set and do sets, This is 2 years ago in the winter, 2 or 3 years ago. It was like 5 below, freezing, icy New York. And I'm walking. I got about 15 minutes to get to Greenwich Village. I'm doing one set. I'm coming back. I'm walking down the street, and I see maybe 30 cars backed up, all honking. And I see a car in the front. A guy is coming out of one of the brownstones, and people are yelling, "Move your fucking car!" And he's yelling, "Fuck you! I'll come beat the shit out of this little dude." All jacked up, and people are honking, and all of a sudden they're fucking with him. People in the back are yelling, "You're a pussy, move your car." He starts walking, and I'm standing there by his car, and I'm looking, and he's walking down trying to pick a fight. And I don't know why I did this. I opened up his car, shut the door, put it in drive, and I just took off. And I went all the way, I went to the first light, and the light was green, so I took a right. And I drove that fucking car up 4 lights up Hudson, a good half mile, took a right on a street, parked his car in front of a fire hydrant, left it running, put it in park, left it running, and ran to my spot. I did my spot. I started walking back home, and I walked right back down the same street, and there was like 6 cops with lights lights on everywhere. And this dude is sitting there screaming, "Someone stole my fucking car," and he's going ballistic. I had left, taken the car up, left it there. Eventually, they must have found it. It's only like 6 streets up in New York. But I had done my set and came back, and this guy still was in the same spot. And all the cars had left, man. I remember when I took the first right, there was like 4 cars behind me honking like, yeah.
Not all heroes wear capes, bro.
Dude, that's the craziest thing. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. It was like 3 years ago. And I was laughing the whole entire time home,
Dude,
man.
I told this story on my special on at the Viper Room, but it's a true story about me and Scott Ross. We were at a Laker game, and I was doing a little of the, I was a little party guy, and Scott smoked weed, but I was doing little bing bings, right? And we're driving, and we go to grab something to drink, because I know I gotta get up in the morning. So I would get what? I would get like a Gatorade and some anti-allergy medicine that would help my nose from getting clogged, right? I could wake up the next day and be somewhat normal. So I go get this, right? Well, I don't know, as I leave the car, as I leave the 7-Eleven, get in my car, I don't realize that this tow truck had parked illegally in a spot which is a drive-in, drive-out, like the entrance to the parking lot to the 7-Eleven. And I back up and I hit this car.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, what just happened, dude? And I'm like, dude, Scott, did I just hit something? He just goes, go, dude, go. So we fucking just take off, right? I'm like, fuck, I give the wheel to Jesus. I take off. We're laughing about it. All of a sudden, I hear honk, honk, honk. I look, and this tow truck driver is chasing me. He's chasing me, and I'm like, so little story. Scott has narcolepsy, right? And what triggers his narcolepsy is if he laughs too hard.
He just fucking falls asleep.
Right?
That's amazing.
And I'm like, oh my God, Scott, this tow truck driver is chasing us. I look over, Scott's like, he's fucking sleeping, right? So I hand to God, bro, this dude starts chasing me all through West Hollywood. So I'm driving a car that was given to me by Pablo Francisco. He just gave me this convertible Mustang, and it was the year the Mustang that was really shitty.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was the shitty boxy Mustang that was just like, they're like, let's just take a year off.
That car is hideous. Yeah.
Hideous, right? Hideous, but it was a convertible, and I loved it, and I needed a car really badly, and he gave me the car. And I will always forever love Pablo Francisco for that. And here's the thing, I gave that car to, it was just, that's it. That's it.
That
No,
rocks.
you're not talking. You're talking about where is the?
That one up there. Nope, second one down. Nope, over one.
The Fox body.
That one. Like, it was like that, but convertible.
Yeah, but that one's a little bit That's custom a little bit. That one. Where? Oh, this right here. This is it.
Yeah, that's it. But now just imagine it as a convertible red car,
Looks like
which
a K
Johnny,
car.
when I drove that,
Terrible.
is Johnny. No, that's even too nice.
Like I think what's that in the early '90s, right?
I don't know how, but Johnny, just know this was when I got pulled over all the time by the cops. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But it was in bad shape, bro. Bad shape. And this is when I got pulled over by the cops all the time because I was driving a red car. And you get-
This was a red one. Oh, okay, this is actually it then. Okay.
it was a red car. That's it. That's exactly the car.
Hubcaps and everything. I mean,
Just but
ugly.
like not that nice. Just not that nice at all.
I mean, it's funny. It looks better now than it did like 5 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this design language.
Well,
looks better
that's
now.
the nicest version of it.
Yeah, but what I mean is these things are cycles, and like for a while, for like all the time when I was a kid and up to like 5 years ago, this was hideous to look at.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's like, okay.
Remember the Fiero that like hot poor chicks would drive?
Ford Fieros.
Yeah, right. And it looked like it was a Porsche.
Little 2-doors.
Oh, I thought that was one of like a Ferrari. Is that?
No, a Ford Fiero.
Yeah, they were shitty.
Hot poor chicks drove that.
Yeah, that's it.
Like lower.
There
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, they would drive that.
Pontiac.
And they would just be
That
like,
does look like a Ferrari. No, it does. Look at that.
right, but
Pontiac.
it was a Ford, and a hot poor chicks would drive it.
They would go for about 40 to 50,000 miles before they went to shit.
Just to shit.
Not a bad looking car though, I have to say.
I had a cousin who had it, and she was super hot, and she would go and get this local mechanic would turn back her mileage, so she never.
Oh,
ran
really?
up her miles.
That's great. That's so funny.
So, anyways, he's chased me in this car, right?
Uh-huh.
He's chasing me in this car, and dude, when I tell you we were like the movie Ronin, like you
Yeah.
remember that movie where like they were just driving. No stop signs, no nothing. We were blowing lights. This is a true story, bro. I tell it in the thing. I go down Santa Monica Boulevard. This guy's so crazy. He's like Russian, Albanian, right? He drives up on the sidewalk and he basically T-bones all of the traffic that we can't drive.
Whoa.
And we're on Santa Monica. In the middle of Santa Monica is like an island, right? These
How
islands.
scared were you?
I'm coked out my skull, bro. I'm like, go time, dude.
Really?
If there's ever a time you want to be coked out of your skull, it's right now when you gotta go Fast and Furious
Okay.
Speed Racer.
Now, wait, was your buddy into jujitsu at this point or no?
No, he
Okay.
hadn't started jujitsu yet.
All right.
Or maybe he had. I don't remember, but I don't think so. So I'm like, fuck it, dude. And I go, this car's a piece of shit. Let's just go for it. Hand to God, Johnny. And Howie, I back up the car and I Dukes a Hazard this median. I just jump it.
Wait, what?
Boom! I
Oh, wow.
jump the median and take off.
Going the other way, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So
You did a
he's-
360.
Yeah, he goes to
180.
chase me. I turn. I go, I got away, and I say it in my show, but in my special, I valet parked my car. That's how I got away. And right about then, because I was working at a valet, they took my car. I'm like, dude, I need you to take this car. This tow truck's chasing me, and I parked it. So then Maz Jabrani comes and picks me up. He takes me, and we're heading to.
That's so fun.
We're heading towards San Diego because we got a gig in La Jolla. I call the cops to report this guy. I go, hey man, there's a tow truck chasing me. He goes, hey dude, are you in a red car? I go, yeah. He goes, we're trying to find you right now, motherfucker. We got police helicopters looking for you.
Oh.
Where are you? I go, dog, I'm gone. I'm gone.
So you didn't have your name on the title or anything to this car?
He didn't
no.
write down your plates?
Nope.
Oh, that's
I
on
go,
him.
dude. I go, I'm gone. I go, I have witnesses that will tell you that guy was chasing me and threatening me with violence. Boom. And I got away.
Jesus.
Were you like looking at behind yourself for a couple days after that?
Nope. I was like, yeah, dog. Gone, dude. Gone.
That's such a crazy story.
Down to San Diego, which brings us to our next story. There's a lot of stuff I want to get into. Do you have any more stories, bro? I just want to tell this one thing, and then we'll get into your last story, bro. So We go down, we do San Diego. Howie and I do Cash Days together. We put together a Cash Days show, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm headlining, but I bring you guys out to do some time with me, and which was fun. And you know, you had to go up earlier because you can't put Chris Neff up early because he's doing like he's going hard in the paint. You don't want to go too early.
Yeah, well, I heard he has a fucking 20-minute chunk on cream pies or something. Is that right?
Yeah. Like he talked. It's so funny listening to Chris Neff because he talks about cream pies like everybody watches cream pie porn. Like it's like it's like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a
So this fucking motherfucking guy.
So he uses the F word as a noun, an adjective, and a verb.
One sentence.
So I just want to jump to the second night, not the first night where the lady with the no titties has a shirt on, drawn titties, and she thinks it's funny because she's going to a comedy club, and she's not funny, right? So the second night,
Why do you hate?
Well, sorry.
on the second night, we're doing a show. It's the second show Saturday. You go up, you have a crush set, you crush it.
It was fun.
You didn't have a bad set the whole week. You had a super crush set. You're a professional. You're great. You know, I gotta be honest with you, Chris didn't have a bad set either. He crushed every night too. Everybody had a great sets. Chris goes up, Jimmy Pine brings me up. We're doing a show. Apparently the show's a little on edge already. Because
Chris did something with it.
Chris has something about how he is a cat homophobic slur. Okay?
It's the F one.
Yes.
The F one.
Yes.
He says it, and people are now affected by it, right?
Sam, now correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a time not so long ago when pretty much everybody at the Comedy Store had a couple of Fs in there.
Yeah, all the time.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Do you avoid that word now?
Well, I mean, like, I'll be honest with you. I call people I love it.
No, but I'm sorry, on stage now. Would you ever say that now?
I don't really say it.
Yeah. You used to, though, right? Like
Not really.
kind of everybody did.
But listen, I would never say it.
I feel like I tell the biggest
Attell
names to
still
the
says
smallest
it,
names.
which
like
is
that.
fine. You know, listen, dude. Listen. I'm gonna say something about the F word too when it comes to gay people. I would say it right here, guys. Don't think I'm censoring myself because I'm like afraid to say the word. I just don't want to get dinged on YouTube. Right? That's really the only reason I'm not saying it. I don't want to have Johnny like have to edit each one of it. But I know why gay men hate that term because when they get beat up in high school, that's what they're called. But I don't personally use that term to refer to gay men.
Ever. No one would.
It's referred to as
your buddy.
Betas.
Your brother.
Right? Beta bitches, right? Let's admit it.
You call your brother that. You call
it's like
your
the word,
friend,
the retard, right? Yeah. Like, you don't really call people with special needs that.
No,
you call dumb assholes that. Right?
And my girlfriend calls me that 5 times a day.
Right, all the time.
Yeah.
And I call my friends it all the time. Now, I've never called anybody who's gay it. I just don't call them that.
No, me neither.
Because it's it's just like
it's too easy. It's just
too easy. I don't listen, dude. I'll talk to anybody about what they're into sexually. I never ask my gay friends, "Hey, you a top or a bottom?" I did that one time, and he got really uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's so weird, right? It's like, why are you uncomfortable? It's like you define yourself by this. We should all know it, right?
Hey, Henri, let me ask you a quick question. Are you a top or a bottom?
Yeah.
Fella?
You've never wanted to ask your friends that?
Well, I think it's probably it's because you just walked up to him and asked him. You probably know like, hey, or hello.
No, I didn't just randomly walk up to
Met him at a
somebody.
bus
It's
station.
a buddy of mine that I wanted to ask the question to. But anyways, so I'm doing stand-up, right? And I get into a bit about gay pride, right? I start talking about gay pride. Mm-hmm. And this group of people lose it on me, right? They just lose it on me.
A couple, wasn't it? Just a couple?
Can you find the picture or you want to show it here?
Well, it's hold on.
Can you run this story and I'll just come?
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Gay people.
And I go, I don't hate gay people. He goes, yeah, you do. And he starts yelling at me. You hate fucking gay people. Then he starts going off on Black History Month. Did you vote for Black History Month? I go, well, I voted for Martin Luther King Day because that's a day off from work, right? Yeah, which is true. Right? Stop. My whole question is, why is there Gay Pride Month? Like, literally, When did we vote on that? Like, that was never voted on.
Well, did we vote on any of these months? I think
No,
it's just all
I don't think you vote on any.
Congress.
Yeah, that's a
But
Congress
we
thing.
did vote, but there was an open discussion about Black History Month. I remember it. And should we have
MLK Day. I remember there being a
MLK
talk
Day,
about that. Yeah.
right? MLK Day.
But that's because that's a
And
federal holiday, a day
Arizona
off.
didn't want to have it.
Yeah,
Well-
they don't do savings time, daylight savings time.
Right,
either.
right. But they didn't want to have it. That was a big thing. They took a Super Bowl.
But
away
that's
from
because
that.
it's a federal holiday.
Right. But I don't remember any discussion. There was a giant discussion about it coming up. Whether there's a vote or not, I don't know. But there was a giant discussion about it. I don't remember that discussion ever happening. And listen, you want to do Gay Pride Month? Do it. All I'm saying, if we're going to give, like, people month for getting weird, there's other people that deserve a month.
It's meaningless,
for
though.
getting weird.
It doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's
But
just
the point of the joke is, can I ask the question? And according to these people,
Yeah.
I can't run the thing.
right. You're right.
Which I have no problems with. Then then a woman starts yelling at me, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear your mouth. I go, hey, Karen. I go, you're a Karen. Based on the sound of your voice, I know you're a Karen. She shuts up. She shuts up at that
But
point.
before that, her husband gets up.
Oh, so
and
they're
Sam-
together.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But Sam can't see who it is.
Which
and he
stop.
stands
Which
up and-
makes I can't see who they are,
Yeah.
and I'm still annihilating them. Do you know how hard that is? That's some blind master shit right there.
Why? I don't understand why you can't see them.
Because
was so light,
The
though,
room
yeah.
the room is dark.
You can
Because
see the first
You know
row.
why it's dark? Because it's a great comedy club.
It is.
And that's what comedy clubs are supposed to be. Dark. Because you know what happens when a room's dark? People will laugh at dirty or darker shit because no one can see them. When the room's bright, which is like the Laugh Factory in Hollywood's problem, it's too fucking bright. It's too bright. That's why nobody laughs at dark shit there. The OR, the comedy store, pitch black. Probably
see.
like this glory hole places we read about earlier.
Good place.
Will kill that much
Yeah,
sweeter,
but
right?
he starts-
I'm Roy Obersing these motherfuckers.
But he
right now.
starts doing this, going, I'm going to fuck you up. And then the security guards come in, and then that's when you dropped the Karen. But in between, he said, you hate gay people. And you go, no, I don't, brother. I fucking love gay people. I love them so much, I'll fuck you and your shitter so hard you won't
Okay,
walk
stop
through
it. What I said to him is I offered him gay sex, right? I was like, come on stage, I'll bang you in the ass. Just to show everybody how much I love the gay community.
And when I'm done with you, I'll bring Chris Neff up here, and he's
Yeah.
gonna fist you.
Yes,
He goes,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
That's what Chris told me.
Yes.
I missed the whole thing, by
Yes.
the way. I didn't see
Where
it.
were you? In the green room?
No, I was upstairs because there's these people across the street from the ticket guy that every night at the same time, this guy bangs this girl in front of the window. So he's like, make sure you come up here because we watched it the night before. And sure enough, man, this guy was going to town on the girl. I missed the whole thing.
So, I mean,
I don't think you have anything to regret, Howie. From what I
it was
read.
awesome.
And here's where we get into atrocities, okay?
Okay.
This is another moment of atrocities happening near you, okay? This lady is upset because she got mad at a joke I said earlier, which I'm not going to give away the joke, but it's basically where I wish my kids were black. And she took it as being offensive and racist because, like I said earlier, liberals are fighting buzzwords. They hear buzzwords and you just go Charlie Brown's mom after that, and she gets upset. And this is where I have a problem with her, is because what's going on is she's taking everything literal. Okay? There is no such thing as sarcasm with the left. Everything's literal, which gets into where their problem comes in, okay? So run this, right? Run this. And this is where Howie will stage and I'll fuck you in your ass.
Right, and
To
then
show
he
you
goes,
how much I love gay people.
And then-
which is
Courting.
I mean, that's kind of courting right there. I'm courting
Right,
them.
but then you involve me and say, and then when I'm done, I'll let Chris Neff fist you so you don't walk for another 2 fucking weeks.
All right.
So I'm collateral damage at this point.
I want you to show real quick because I want to get into more detail on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just show the couple that was. This is the couple.
Can you send that?
Yeah, Johnny.
I think you already did it.
But I'm
So-
sending them all
so-
right now to Punch Drunk.
So-
So we'll look at the couple,
Stop it.
and then
Yeah,
we will
stop
look,
it. What they're saying is You need acceptance and open-mindedness by being upset about what they've interpreted me saying, right? They're upset about that, and this is what the left's doing. They want tolerance. And I've dealt with this before. And by the way, Johnny, let's not forget the last time we went over some reviews of my show, right? It was in Kansas City. You remember that? No. When we did the review of the woman in Kansas City who went nuts on me.
Yeah.
Right? And what was she? She was a white woman dating a black man.
That's so interesting.
Which is fine. I watch that porn all the time. It's probably the number one genre I watch.
How many fights do white women dating black men get the black man into, would you say?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot.
Okay, so if you run this, I want you to run this real quick. Once again, a white woman dating a black man is interpreting racism in a bit that is not racist.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay? It's not racist. There's nothing racist at that point about it, okay? The woman in Kansas City could get upset because I said the most racist woman in the world, okay, are white chicks who only fuck black guys, okay? Here's the whole thing. They're always hot, right? That's why you're like, fuck, man, why can't I hit that? Because they're hot.
She's not.
Right? This chick isn't. Yeah. But the one I was talking about, which is my friend Vanessa, there's white chicks who date black guys, and sometimes there's super smoke shows who dress super hot. We saw that. You remember Howie outside the first night? There was these like an 18 over bar.
Oh, yeah.
And there was this hot white girl dressed smoke show like she's doing a lingerie show in Vegas, and she's dating all these black guys. She's super hot. Right?
Yeah, she looked like she was 15, though.
But she was 18 because it was 18 over
bar.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
So here we are again. These people interpreting racism. Where's that there? Dude, I love everybody. Go. So run it.
Her 3 stories that she decided was so important to share to the world.
It's named the steroid she was on. That was a rage.
No, is this from their Instagram? Because I want to avoid showing their handle, probably. Right?
Yeah.
No, I think you should show their handle. She literally tagged me.
Yeah,
she tagged me, bro.
Yeah, this is her mission in life. So
this is her and her husband.
Yeah.
This is who heckled me.
You
Okay, so this is the couple that heckled me.
She may have a bigger
Stop
dick.
it for a second. So this is a couple, for those listening at home, it's a shredded, how old would you say he is, guys?
40.
40, mid-40s. Shredded, like shredded.
Yeah.
And she has to be what, 50?
No, I bet she's younger than you think, actually. Probably like early 40s, probably.
Okay, so they're both in their, and they have zero fat, and they're super shredded, okay?
Super
The
shredded.
chick on the left looks juiced to the gills.
Chick on the left.
Look at her fucking delts and her biceps.
So here's my thing, man. You know, when you get into like getting in a comic's face about his jokes that you interpret as bigoted, you're coming from a place called punching up and punching down. That's what they're doing, right? They always want to be punch up, punch up. Look at this couple, and then look at me. I'm genetic garbage. They're super shredded. They are, right? I mean, like, what is punching up and punching down? You're in incredible shape. I have a bad knee and tits, okay? And you're like threatening violence to me? That is the worst thing, was when someone goes to a comedy club and threatens violence against the staff and the comedians. Right? It's like, she's literally crying. And can you run it to where they show what she was talking about?
Well, I don't know what you mean.
Here, keep going forward. There it is.
Oh,
here
this
it
stuff
is.
here. Okay.
Yeah, read here, Chris will read it. Here we go.
If there's anything in this world that I can't stand, it's hate, racism or homophobia. And when you, at Fat Dragon Pro, use your platform to preach hate, you are a disgusting POS, No wonder you can't sell tickets at American Comedy Club and DTS.
Stop it. Heavy, and this must be the other guy.
That's the guy.
That's the other guy, Heavy Dro, okay? What she doesn't tell ya is that it sits 200 people. We did 4 shows. I sold 600 tickets, or 600 people came. My deal with the club was to have tickets sold, and before they even got a chance to sell it, they gave away tickets at first, okay? They did. My contract said sell tickets. Just so you know, I was just in that club the week before, a couple months before, sold it out with Eddie Bravo. And I'd done another show in PB, sold out. That was an 80-seater, okay? I sell tickets. All right, I'm in Tampa. They say there's only a couple tickets sold left, okay? Okay? What does it say about you when you go to a quote-unquote free show and you're bitching?
Touched a nerve.
Right? Of course you touched a nerve. I mean, because that's what they're saying. Oh, you're not funny. You can't sell tickets. Then why are you there? Because you're too cheap to buy tickets? But it's the violence that he almost started a fight with the staff.
That's why you don't give away tickets, by the way, because you get people that go to free comedy shows.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Johnny. I don't care. I'm fine with them hating the jokes. You can hate the jokes. You can hate the jokes. It's totally fine. But when you start with violence, you want tolerance or there's going to be violence. Does that make any sense at all?
No, it's the opposite.
You want tolerance, you want love, you want understanding, and if not, you're going to fucking beat everybody up.
It's like these Antifa fucks. Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the hypocrisy. It's like literally what Dave Chappelle was talking about when it comes to that trans stuff and the baby. Right? He's like, you're mad at these gay jokes he made or gay statements. The dude murdered somebody. And you don't care about it?
Yeah.
Chris Brown, dude.
Right?
Same thing.
Right?
Total pass.
It just doesn't make any sense. So she's going nuts on me on this stuff. Then, so what she's doing, Johnny and Howie, she is taking everything literal, right? Everything being said is literal.
We've seen it happen. I mean, it happens to me every now
Which
and
means if she... Now, go to the next one. Go to the next one, Johnny.
Rainbow background.
I know, right?
Right.
Now,
Right.
Stop. Here's her second.
Stop.
You don't even read it.
So here, and I'm a fan of the American Comedy Company, but the next comedian that uses the word, right?
F word.
The F word for gays on your stage, right? Which is the word. I mean, I'm the worst at grammar, and I know you don't put a period right there. Okay.
Yeah.
I put everything that I put on everything that I walk up and slap the fuck out of them. Okay. So now we're talking violence here. Now we're talking, I got to take it literal because she's saying we live in literal times. Everything is literal. So now she's threatening violence. And here's the thing. Her husband, who I thought was gay, that did this.
Yeah, I don't know.
He came up and what'd he tell you?
No, he went up. I went up and saw the ticket guy up there, and he was yelling, and the ticket guy's like, I got in the middle of this shit. This guy's saying he's going to, when Sam comes up, he's going to fuck him in the ass. Which I got to be honest with
He goes, tell your friend.
I was laughing.
Tell your friend that I'm going to fuck him in the ass.
Fuck him in the
which,
ass.
if it's literal, is rape, right? I mean, it's like, in this world, everything's literal. Do I think he literally meant that? No. But according to him, in the rules they're playing, everything is literal, okay? Now, going back to what I'm saying, I don't care that they didn't like my act. They are allowed to dislike my act. And you could express in a lot of ways. You could heckle, you got lit up. What she's not telling you is that the crowd sang her out, her and her husband. What she's not telling you...
On one of those, she says that they left. We got up and left.
No, you got thrown
Yeah,
out.
they did get tossed because I watched that part.
Yeah, you got tossed. And then the crowd was singing Shana Nana
Yeah, they wanted
goodbye,
them out. They
okay?
wanted them out, yeah.
Right? Which is fine. Right? Which is fine. You're just lying about what happened.
Yeah, of course.
And listen, again, lady, you can hate my act. I'm fine with it. Okay? It's like going back to this. Here's another atrocity. We got our good friend Sarah Silverman, right? Her and Seth Rogen are going through some stuff.
She sucks.
With the TV show Santa Inc. So as you know, that Sarah Silverman is a wonderful comic, and all she wants to do is just get along.
Listen, she can't get any work because of all these regular Christian whites taking jobs doing Jew face
Now she,
in Hollywood.
Fortunately, she's got Jew face, and Hollywood will not hire Jew face.
No.
Like, you know that, right? She's been on the record. It's very hard to be Sarah Silverman.
I mean, she's got her own TV show now, and it sucks, but they still made
But
it.
Johnny,
But-
listen, dude, she's going through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Okay? She was on a roast, and somebody roasted her. Do you know how mean that is?
Wait, what?
She was on a roast.
Oh my God.
And somebody did jokes about her being old. And I don't know if you know that, but that's an atrocity, okay? It's an atrocity to say a woman is old. I don't know if you know this, right? So, yeah. So
Life
now,
is over.
So now Sarah and our good friend Seth Rogen, who seems to be like a real blue-collar guy, okay? Seems to be just the everyday Joe. They just did a really fun show about Christmas. And I don't know if you know this, but some people didn't like it. And those people are white supremacists. Johnny, white supremacists, because you're a white supremacist if you criticize Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen, who are Jewish and celebrate Hanukkah, but are really shitting on Christmas. That is...
It's a Christmas show. Shitting on Christmas is what it's about.
Right. And let's be honest. You're allowed to shit on Christmas. Right?
You can shit
allowed
on whatever you want. Yeah.
to
But
shit on Christmas.
if your job is to get people to watch it and like it and make some money for your network, you don't get to do it if it doesn't work.
But
you know?
here's the
and nobody's
issue.
watching it and everybody hates it.
I have zero problems with any of this up to this point. My problem is their reaction to people not liking
That's it.
your product.
It's the same with the Ghostbusters, the all women's Ghostbusters.
It's like, if you're gonna do something, understand, especially when you're I mean, she's talking about white nationalists, right? She's talking about white supremacists. She's bringing up race. She's making it about race. She even says Jews have white privilege. And this, to me, isn't about Jews, even though I would ask you, do you think Jewish people would be upset if a bunch of Christians made fun of Hanukkah?
Seth Rogen says his HBO Max series, Santa Inc., has pissed off tens of thousands of white supremacists.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Do you think any white supremacists have actually watched it?
How many white supremacists
or have heard of it? Or how many white supremacists actually have access to TV?
Yeah, how many white supremacists are subscribed to HBO Max?
Yeah.
Hey, Billy Bob.
Yeah.
You watched Santa Inc. last night, that show with that old curly-haired girl and that Jew-face fuck from Hollywood? I saw it, boy. I fucking hate it.
I don't care if you make fun of Christmas.
I've been using my cousin's password for 3 months now. I really like Larry Sanders.
I mean, so why are they? If they hate Jews, why are they subscribed to HBO Max, where the biggest show is fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Really? Yeah. Nobody's complaining about that show. No, it didn't activate tens of thousands of white supremacists to downvote it.
That's because that Larry's a funny Jew.
But the point is this, dude. It's just like, dude, you can do whatever you want. You know what you're doing. Yeah. Dude, she's trolling.
Well, here's what happened, dude. Everybody that lives in that Hollywood bubble thinks that there are millions and millions of people that think the same way as them. And there just aren't. And every single time they put their money where their mouth is with that shit, it fails. It goes down in flames. We've seen it time and time again. And this is just another time where they're like, well, the masses are just waiting for the pro-trans, anti-Christmas agenda to get on TV, and they'll flock to it when it comes out. And it lands like a fucking flying turd. I mean, it's just awful.
Dude, would you be okay if they did that with Hanukkah?
No, of course, that's racist.
It's just
racist.
And it's just, again, dude, it's like Christmas is not Christian holiday. It's been adopted by the Christians.
It's pagan. Yeah.
It's pagan. It's super pagan. It's a pagan holiday that the Roman Catholic Church shoved down everybody's throat. But now, in this day, we love hanging out with our families on Christmas.
That's what it's all about anyway.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And that's fine. And you could Bad Santa kind of makes fun of Christmas, right?
Was the original Santa related to Jesus? Where the fuck did he come from?
Dude, it's actually based on a character, which is the whole premise of the movie is like, why is Santa gotta be white? Because it's based on a certain character. And it's just like
big fat white guy.
Right? And it's just like, this is just more stuff to fight with each other. The funniest thing is that, do you know that Santa Inc. is the lowest rated TV show in history. It's literally
Yeah, on Rotten Tomatoes.
Is it a series?
It is a
It's
series.
It's like 3% fan rating.
HBO's
on Rotten
basically stopped, so like they made it really hard to watch it.
Yeah, no critic reviews of it because it's that
Why?
bad.
Why isn't anyone reviewing it?
Because
It's very
they
simple.
couldn't be honest.
No, because when you review something like that and you give it a positive review, people
Yeah.
take your review, put it on Twitter, and release the hounds.
That's right.
And you open yourself up to just being attacked. It's like, dude, listen to me, man. Like I said about these people, right? You can say whatever you want about my act. I don't mind it, okay? I don't mind it. I'm putting it out there. That's the point of comedy, all right? But you can't cry, all right? I'm only mad because these people are threatening violence on employees that work there. That's why I'm upset about this. Like, you tried to fight people at a comedy club. I get shit on all the time. I don't
Yeah,
care.
but that, I wouldn't take it personal. That was more of a alcohol meets steroids, and they were definitely raging a little.
But, it's like, here's Sarah Silverman again. It's like, what is going on with you? So the other thing I wanted to talk about is Chris DiStefano on the Wendy Williams show. Have you seen this?
It's hilarious. It's so funny.
So
I haven't seen it.
Whitney Cummings is hosting this because she's filling in for Wendy Williams. And Whitney Cummings, I don't know if you know this, her light is a swimming pool light that just her hair just changes colors every time you see her, right? And so Chris DiStefano goes on this show. Now, I don't know if he was booked by Whitney or so it's probably he's booked by Whitney. He's probably booked by Whitney.
Said it. I bombed on Wendy Williams.
Yeah,
What, is he doing stand up? Is that what he's doing?
No, he's doing panel.
He's hilarious.
He's doing panel. And can we show this? Because I think we'll get in trouble.
I don't. Is this actually it right here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's their set, really?
I don't know. I think it might be a clip, but I know that on his podcast he talked about it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Hit it.
Hot talk. Whatever
You
that-
don't need a reason to grab oyster.
Yeah, just there we go.
So many ads.
Oh,
Another ad?
another ad. Wendy Williams
just packing
is
them in.
just packing them in. And this is okay, here we go.
Look at him.
Look at Whitney's
Oh, that's
hair.
Whitney. Wow, I didn't even recognize her.
Joining Michelle and I are actress and comedian Crystal Smith.
What is that?
Stop. I mean, like, that's what it is. It's all
playing it up.
It's
Girl.
like everything is stereotyped now,
Girl.
right? You
Watch
got to act
Chris.
like the stereotype.
Hey, girl.
North Carolina, give it up for comedian Chris
He's from North Carolina?
No, he's
Oh, he's
playing.
playing. Okay.
Look how uncomfortable he looks.
Flops. Let's get started.
Wait, did she say let's see if he flops?
No, he's got some called flip flops.
Oh.
because Chrissy flip flops because supposedly he'll flip flop on any issue. Like it's so
I don't
funny.
know. I
what's
don't know
going
him at all.
No, he's
I'll tell you what. He's just an authentic. You don't know what's coming out of his mouth, but he's funny as shit.
Yeah. So he's doing.
Actress Rebel Wilson, she's frustrated with the public's obsession with her body. She's sick of getting more attention for her weight and less attention for her acting. Crystal, you never have an opinion on anything.
Stop it.
It's coming.
Now,
It's coming.
Now, if you're a man and this segment starts, are you like, why the fuck am I here?
Yeah.
Why are you here with a guy being asked about being a fat chick?
You're like playing for the Washington Generals. At
And
this
here's
point.
my whole thing. If you're a fat actor, I don't care if you're a fat actor. If you lose weight, do not cry about not getting fucking roles. It's kind of par for the course.
Yeah.
Right?
Jonah Hill, man. I mean, that was he used to get pissed off about that shit too, like really bitchy about it.
I love fat Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Go on.
Funny.
It's a good actor.
I'm just so quiet and meek. I mean, yeah, it does make sense. I mean, it's not imaginary to say that we don't, like, the fat phobia isn't real and it's not a thing in Hollywood. Ugly people don't get business in Hollywood unless they're really talented.
Stop. Okay.
Look at Chris.
I don't know who this woman is.
Look at
I have
Chris looking
zero
serious.
problems with her. I don't know what she looks like. She's wearing a tinfoil hat, so I like her. Okay. I'm really like, and this is coming from a guy who got called fat by his doctor, right? I went to the doctor. He's like, dude, you're fat. I go, what? I'm like, aren't you supposed to like say that nicely to me? Like, I mean, you're not supposed to just tell me I'm a fat fuck. You're supposed to say something nice to me.
That was the diagnosis. He wrote that down.
Yeah, he goes, suffer from fat. I'm like, okay. Do you hear about my super heavy legs? He's like, that's not real. I go, okay, who are you and Johnny friends?
Sorry.
So she's a big girl. The problem I have with the fat discussion
She's a big girl. Yeah, she's a big girl, Sam. Yeah.
She's a big girl. The problem I have with the discussion is this. Is that fat shaming, and Joe Rogan said before, is only towards women. Women openly make fun of fat men all the time. And what large women do is they make you think you're ridiculing them because it's uncomfortable, because they're like ugly or something. No, the truth is it's unhealthy. And this is coming from a guy who it's been told I gotta lose 20 pounds. You have low, like what? You think I need to lose more?
I don't know. No,
I weigh 220. He's saying I should weigh under 200 pounds.
No, get down to 190, 200.
You're saying I should lose 30 pounds.
20.
Where?
20.
Where do I
Well,
think?
Sam, what did you weigh like when you moved to LA? What did you weigh?
Like 25 years ago?
Yeah. What'd you weigh?
I weighed about 180, 185.
Okay. Yeah, 195, maybe something like that.
Really?
What's your height? 6'2"?
I'm 6.
6?
You should be one.
I'm 6 everything.
You shouldn't be more than 190.
Yeah, let's see what BMI says about that. Okay. So you're
Okay,
6
I'm
foot
about to
even.
feel like a thick woman right now being discriminated.
Yeah, let's give you a little taste of what women are dealing with out there.
Start eating granola bars and fucking apples.
Okay. 6 feet. That means. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Will you stop? The ads keep loading up and pushing the thing. 6 feet. 29, 30.
Because it goes by age too.
Yeah, I'm old.
Okay, so a healthy weight is 18.5 to 24.9 BMI. At 6 feet, if you got down to 200, you would be at 27. And be overweight is 25 to 29.9. So if you got to 200,
I'd be okay.
You'd be overweight still. You would have to get down at 6 feet.
You're still a fat fuck at 200.
You'd have to get down to 24.9, which would be between 170 and 180 to be not technically overweight according to BMI. Which is what I weigh.
I gotta lose.
I weigh 170.
You're telling me I gotta lose 40 pounds?
You just gotta get down to 200, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah. At 200, you would still be overweight, though.
Okay, so go on. So
by a good-
I don't care. Listen,
good shot.
dude. I'm not really like, dude, if you want to be a big person, be a big person. I know nobody says I want to be a big person.
No, none of these people, if they could snap their fingers and get to like a healthy weight, none of them would stay fat.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You know, and she's a big girl, and that's fine. She's chosen that life. That's the life she's going to live.
Well, a lot of it's genetics.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
You can't, there's certain people.
Right. But listen, man, to
But you
sit
can
there and
overcome
act
it.
like you're oppressed because you're overweight.
No. That's like saying you're oppressed for being ugly,
It's
having
like-
an ugly face.
Well,
you know what
I
mean?
do think ugly people are oppressed. Let's face it. Being good looking is the quickest way to move through. They've done studies on it. Being good looking
but it's
people
not-
get
it's-
promoted more.
But that's not anything that's ever going to be prosecutable. You know what I'm saying? There aren't going to be people protesting in the streets for the ugly. But for the fat, for some reason,
You
that
know
just
who else
motivates
is
people.
super oppressed? The dumb. Probably the
Oh,
most.
dude, Jordan Peterson has this whole thing on IQ and how, like, there's a whole class of person under a certain IQ that represents a significant portion of the population that cannot do any job. They just cannot. They'll never be good at any job, and it's a big percentage of the
Yeah,
population.
I mean, that's why they talk about thinning the herd, bro. But go on. Here we go.
Challenge, I'm like, oh, he really ugly. I mean, he can act. So
Look at Chris. That's serious.
If
Not
they
Brian.
come for your
Oh,
body,
listen to this.
that means they can't come for anything else. They can't be
Right.
talented.
What is
Like
she
their
talking
movies
about?
are great. If they come for your body, it's like okay.
yeah, it's
Well,
it's a
Whitney,
low blow,
stop.
it's a weak-
What are you
Once you're not
talking
sort
about,
of like
Whitney?
the hot girl,
You know
the
this
big girl,
chick
the number
loves
one
it
of
when
the
this
show,
chick is here.
You're the best
Listen.
friend. You're the character actor. So now she made a lovely name for herself, being the hot girl and being the size that she is now.
Right.
And I think
The
also
hot
also, it's a
girl.
weird
Who?
thing when people start talking about your
Rebel
weight
Wilson?
in a new way.
Just
Because
listen.
you've had
Just
to
listen.
process
Look,
it.
Chris wants to say
And
something.
I'm only saying this because
Look.
I've been like,
Look at his
I've
face.
been everybody's.
Well, I think you're beautiful, Michelle.
Watch it.
The way you are.
Oh, God.
Listen.
Oh,
I
no.
also love fat people. I love.
Oh, no.
No, I do. I'm fat now. I put on about 25 pounds.
I
got a
love
nice,
fat
puffy,
people.
face
Oh,
again,
he's
which is
so
nice
much
to
trouble.
see. Which is nice
I'm
to
getting
see.
sweaty.
I'm gonna be one of those guys like there's no way I'm gonna have 2 feet when I'm 50. You know?
I love fat people.
That's a diabetic joke.
I'm getting so sweaty,
Right?
dude, watching this.
I think
Look how uncomfortable the other three look.
I'm big.
I'm uncomfortable.
But guys don't really get it, right? Like if a guy gains weight, it's just like, wow, he's so distinguished.
Yeah.
Like I think
That's so not
What
true.
is she talking about?
That's not, dude. Listen
What?
to me. Stop.
Please do not talk
Stop.
Oh, they brought up Jonah Hill.
Listen.
What the fuck is that about?
Women love to act like, oh, you're so loved. No, the problem is, ladies, you fuck fat guys, okay? But it's not like we have an
No,
easy ride.
A lot of them don't.
Listen, dude. My name literally was Fat Fuck Sam for a little while, okay? I mean, that's our nicknames. People go, oh, look at, dude, I used to get so much shit. Dude, women will come up and grab my fat. One time a girl came up and grabbed my fat, and then I grabbed her cheek. I go, dude, yeah, neither of us are doing that well, okay? Dude, fat guys get it all the time.
Remember
They're
that
told,
chick tried to fat shame Joe Rogan? You
Yeah.
know? And he's like, bitch, I got the washboard abs. And just ripped it out. Ultimate slam dunk.
Imagine telling Joe Rogan he's fat. Imagine.
Guy can suck his own dick.
The guy can, because it's discipline. Go on.
Yeah.
It's discipline.
It really is.
I'm like, can we all do that then?
Yeah.
Can we all just say that?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the one thing I will say is that if you're famous, your marriage is going to be scrutinized, your weight's going to be scrutinized, your kids are going to be scrutinized. You know, it's like part of the deal. So it's like, you know, it's just part of like being under a microscope. And I think that when they come for your body, it usually means they can't come for anything else. Like I used to write on the roasts, and when someone calls you like, you know, too skinny or too ugly, it means they can't say you're not funny. or not successful.
Stop.
So that's
What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? You're literally supposed to make fun of everything. What are you talking about?
It's all on the table for those things, yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. Oh, they got nothing else to go after. What are you talking about?
Like Ralphie May, you know, nobody's going to mention his weight because there's just so much other stuff to talk about.
It's
You know?
just so stupid. Yeah, like a roast, you rip everything you can. You know, like they go for your look, that means you have a funny look. It's low-hanging fruit. That's what you do. It's not because you got it going on so well. It just doesn't make any sense.
And the people they're talking about, like Rebel Wilson, Jonah Hill, these are people that profited from their look.
And they got fast-tracked.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, yeah.
Like, go talk about, like, dude, there's literally a thing called People of Walmart
Yeah,
that people, like, on this panel share fucking links to.
yeah. Like they're subhuman somehow. You want to continue?
Yeah.
Always when it's a compliment. Here we go. Because you're like, okay, like that's the best you can do is come from my body, you little bully.
What is she?
Bully? She's talking about roast battle bullying, huh?
Why you guys would have a man on this panel? This is the worst idea ever.
He's
Because I am going to say anything I say, the audience is going to hate me. So I love.
Well, here's the thing. I know the mother of your 2 children, and if you can handle her, you can handle the 3 of us.
Yes.
So
Yes. I was beaten this morning right before I came out, so I feel good.
So I remember the first time I met your kid's mother, Jasmine.
Can't remember
I
his
was
name.
like, I was terrified of her. She's one of the only women I've ever been scared of. And what did she say if women want to DM you? On Instagram?
What did she? I forgot. What did she?
You were just like, don't DM me. She's checking them.
She checks. Oh, yeah. No, she says she's not here, but she's here right now. I can smell the adobo. I know she's here, and she's angry because I'm in too close proximity to 3 beautiful women. So.
I love Whitney. What are you
She slid down and like, yeah, you're right, I am.
We have to deal with each other's exes. That's just, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And we cannot be insecure when we're around attractive people. It just makes us like even
Where
more
are they?
talented as
Yeah.
well, right?
Thank you.
And I feel like that's such a good segue.
Chris goes, yeah, tell it to her.
Good segue.
Look at him.
Story.
Travis Barker, he covered up the tattoos of his ex-wife, Shannon Mulliker, I think is her name, with a new tattoo of Courtney's lips and a scorpion.
No.
I mean, look, I would never get a tattoo of a man. The only tattoo I would ever get of my dogs, I would get them on my dogs. So if any of you guys are named Daisy or Ramona, I'll date you.
Yeah, I would never tattoo a man's name on my
There's
body.
also no way that was Travis Barker's idea to get the tattoo covered up. That was his wife made him do that. She was like, you're not going to marry me and have another woman's name on your body. I know that from being in a relationship. No, it's not going to happen. If I was Travis Barker, Travis, where's my, if you're watching, and I know that you are, you should scan your body right now and make sure that there are no other tattoos of any other women on your body, because it's not going to be cover up next time. She's going to start amputating body parts, and you're going to come out to your next concert looking like a Civil War veteran. So you really need to be careful.
This
Yes.
is wait a minute.
I have a podcast. I'm not used to daytime television.
I'm concerned
On a podcast,
now. I'm
anything
concerned about
goes.
your safety now. Like amputation.
The thing is, like with this whole Travis thing, people are like, "Oh, he's shading the mother of his children." No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's respecting his ex-wife. He takes care of his kids.
Right.
He's a good person.
That's right.
He likes to express himself.
His
on
body, his choice. Come
That
on.
is his right. And if
Oh
he's
my
happy,
God.
and then in like a fruitful
Like, do you,
relationship,
like,
let him
okay,
tattoo
stop
whatever
it.
he wants on his
Are
face.
we them by doing this to
I don't
them?
know. This show sucks, though. I can tell you that.
All right, that's
this
it.
is the
We've seen
dumbest
it.
show.
I love Chris. He's funny.
Yeah, he's a funny bastard, man.
It was funny. Hey,
I love fat people.
so let's do. Are we done?
Except for news, yeah.
Okay, let's do some news. I mean, this guy's. It's like 3 a.m. to him.
Okay.
I'm good.
I want to see if this is the IQ thing. Really.
Cross was one detailing out the rationale of the United States Armed Forces for not allowing you can't induct anyone into the armed forces in the U.S. if they have an IQ of less than 83. Okay, so let's just take that apart for a minute because it's a horrifying thing. So the U.S. Armed Forces has been in the forefront of intelligence research since World War I because they were on board early with the idea that, especially during wartime when you're ramping up quickly, that you need to sort people effectively and essentially without prejudice so that you can build up the officer corps so you don't lose the damn war. Okay, so there's real motivation to get it right? Because it's a life and death issue. So they used IQ. They did a lot of the early psychometric work on IQ. Okay, so that's the first thing. They're motivated to find an accurate predictor.
They don't
so
use it
settle on
anymore.
IQ. The second thing was the United States Armed Forces is also really motivated to get people into the armed forces, peacetime or wartime. Wartime, well, for obvious reasons. Peacetime because, well, first of all, you got to keep the armed forces going. And second, you can use the armed forces during peacetime as a way of taking people out of the underclass and moving them up into the working class or the middle class, right? You can use it as a training mechanism. And so and left and right can agree on that. You know, it's a reasonable way of promoting social mobility. So again, the armed forces, even in peacetime, is very motivated to get as many people in as they possibly can. And it's difficult as well. It's not that easy to recruit people. So you don't want to throw people out if you don't have to. So what's the upshot of all that? Well, after 100 years, essentially, of careful statistical analysis, the armed forces concluded that if you had an IQ of 83 or less, there wasn't anything you could possibly be trained to do in the military at any level of the organization that wasn't positively counterproductive. Okay, you think, well, so what? 83? Okay, yeah, 1 in 10. 1 in 10. That's 1 in 10 people. And what that really means, that, as far as I can tell, is if you imagine that the military is approximately as complex as the broader society, which I think is a reasonable proposition, then there's no place in our cognitively complex society for 1 in 10 people. So what are we going to do about that? The answer is no one knows. You say, well, shovel money down the hierarchy. It's like the problem isn't lack of money. I mean, sometimes that's the problem, but the problem is rarely absolute poverty. It's rarely that. It is sometimes, but rarely. It's not that easy to move money down the hierarchy. So first of all, it's not that easy to manage money. So it's a vicious problem, man. And so it's hard to train people to become creative, adaptive problem solvers. It's impossible.
Isn't that crazy? Think about that. That's 10% of people, dude.
Which is what, 35
Yeah, it'd be 30
mil?
Yeah, 35 mil in this country. Yeah. Can't do anything.
No, they can work on the road. There's tons of jobs they can do.
Yeah, that.
I mean, like, dude, when you meet some of these homeless people, they don't have a lot of skills, dude. And I feel bad for them. And that's why, like, you want to help them. It's just like some people are born in a world of shit.
But a lot of homeless people were actually extremely smart in drugs and alcohol.
Yeah,
and
mental illness.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. This is from CNN. And this is just more of the bullshit in the news. Runny-nosed hippos test positive for COVID-19 in Belgium. So the hippos are getting COVID-19, Sam. What do you think about that?
Well, dude, I mean, you talk to people who own farms, they test animals for COVID all the time. I mean, it's not new. And it's all just meant to scare people. But I don't want to get into it because we'll get dinged again, right? Is that a dingable?
Like most humans, the hippos named Amani and Hermione have shown no symptoms other than runny noses, according to a news release. To my knowledge, this is the first known contamination in this species, so it's going out to hippos now.
Well, dude, what will we do?
I don't know. U.S. billionaire surrenders $70 million in stolen art. Isn't that interesting? Michael Steinhardt displayed rapacious appetite for plundered artifacts, says district attorney. An American hedge fund billionaire has surrendered 180 looted and illegally smuggled antiquities valued at $70 million. and he's been handed an unprecedented lifetime ban on acquiring other relics as part of an agreement with the Manhattan DA's office. Michael Steinhardt, one of the world's largest collectors of ancient art, has been stealing it for decades, it sounds like.
Sumerian tablets and stuff.
He's that guy. Yeah, he's the guy that's been doing that.
Oh, but by the way, Johnny, and Howie, did you guys hear about the guy in Miami who is it in Miami that basically won that he invented Bitcoin?
Well, they don't know if he invented it.
Wait,
he just
what?
won the large settlement. But there's still no proof he invented it.
So what was the case?
The case was against his ex-partner, and it had something to do with the amount of Bitcoin that the partner that they both owned. I think the partner died. He was deceased.
I have it here if you want me.
The family wanted a certain amount, and the courts ruled for the guy that claims to be
Satoshi.
This is from CNN Business. Bitcoin's self-proclaimed inventor largely prevails in trial over stash worth $54 billion fucking dollars. A computer scientist who is claimed to be the inventor of Bitcoin largely prevailed on Monday in a Florida jury trial over whether the estate of his former business partner deserved half of a Bitcoin cache worth about $54 billion. The Miami jury cleared Craig Wright on nearly all issues in dispute, including that half of the 1.1 million Bitcoin in dispute belonged to the family of someone called Dave Kleinman, his former partner and
That's
a
a
computer
big
forensics
chunk.
expert. While concluding that Wright was not liable for fraud, jurors they did award $100 million in intellectual property rights to W&K Information Defense Research, LLC, interesting, a joint venture between the two men. The trial began on November 1st.
So do you think that Bitcoin's CIA?
Oh, that's just an interesting name for that company, wasn't it?
Well, one more time, what was
Defense
it?
Research.
Oh my God.
W&K Information Defense Research, LLC. So
Interesting, dude. All right.
But it still doesn't prove that
No,
he
it
is-
doesn't, yeah.
It doesn't prove
Next story.
Okay. Luxury brand Chanel has been roasted online for a $1,000 advent calendar they were selling full of stickers and other trinkets. Look at this thing. This is just from the department of how fucking clueless our rich people right now. Check this thing out. Hold on, this is a fucking ad, isn't it?
It's always an ad, Johnny.
Iconic fashion house Chanel is being dragged online after a social media influencer unboxed the company's advent calendar and discovered it was full of trinkets that don't appear to be worth anything close to its $1,025 price tag.
Social media.
A 10 out of 10 on the packaging front.
A first look inside Chanel's exclusive advent calendar. The company calls it a collector's item made in ultra-limited quantities with an ultra-elite price tag of $1,025 Canadian. But for this TikTok user, it didn't live up to the hype.
This has to be a joke. This is a joke. Stickers?
Her reaction has racked up more than 14 million views.
None
but
of them
what's
are real.
inside the calendar shouldn't
They
actually
are
come as
fake.
a surprise.
Isn't that crazy? So it's just like lipstick and stickers and stuff, and $1,000 advent calendar.
Yeah.
With
Well,
this is another one of those products that's like, is this
Yep.
even?
Okay.
Is this even real?
Am I crazy? Absolutely. But I've never seen a Chanel advent calendar, so let's see if it's worth the hype.
I like her hands, sexy
Okay.
hands.
Well, I guess we'll give them a 10 out of 10 on the packaging front. But it starts at day number.
This is fucking Michael Bublé. This is
What is this calendar?
It's so stupid.
Dude, fashion is for the dumb. It's just
It
dumb.
really is, dude.
It's just
Yeah.
like not interesting.
Fashion and art too, man. Like high art.
Yeah. Don't you understand,
Stickers.
dude?
One of the days was. Can you imagine paying $1,000 for this thing and getting
Yeah,
some
I
fucking
can.
stickers?
Because these guys are idiots. That's why. When you watch fashion shows, nobody wears those clothes ever.
Oh no, ever, dude, ever,
Ever.
ever. Yeah, if you did, I mean, can you imagine if you went to like on a bus in LA with dressed like how they dress, and they're pretending it's like commuter
like
wear
the
and
dude's
stuff?
like got a garbage can
Yeah.
on his head. You're
You get
like,
your
oh
ass
my
beat,
God,
yeah.
high fashion. You're like, you're garbage.
Syracuse man, this is from Syracuse.com. Syracuse man pleads to murder after hearing Family Guy's Stewie would be used against him at trial.
What?
Fuck. What is... I'm over my ad limit on this place. A Syracuse man pleaded guilty to first-degree murder Monday morning after learning that a judge would allow in court the evidence of a Stewie pendant, the one-year-old character from the Fox Family Guy show. He was Lazar Coker Hawkins, 24, admitted that he shot to death a Tupper Lake man, Corey Hober, 35, at a New York apartment complex in May 2020 while robbing the Adirondacks man of money from a drug deal. I guess the guy had on this Stewie pendant, you know, and once he saw that was in evidence, he's like, oh, they got
Would
me.
you say it's the linchpin in the case?
It was the linchpin in the case. That's right. This story's fucking insane.
Okay, how many more?
A couple more. Duva R is the source for this. Cook beheads university student with cleaver at cult-run dormitory in southern Turkey.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
The cook of a dormitory run by a religious cult in Turkey's southern province of Antalya has beheaded an 18-year-old university student who was working at the cafeteria. After beheading Mehmet Sami Turgrul with a cleaver, Ihsan Gurney put the head of the youth's dead body and shouted, "I shot the Dajjal." I don't know. Is that like saying "I shot the sheriff"? Is that what he's doing?
Was it a girl or a boy?
All men involved here, I think.
Okay. I mean, dude, just having daughters, you're like, what world is this? Am I sending them into?
Well, just don't let them go to Turkey.
Well, they don't live in Turkey. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah. Don't go to Turkey, daughters.
Oh my God.
Next one.
What do you think they do for the funeral for if you get your head? Do they just put it in your lap, or do they try to sew it back on? How does that work?
I think it's a closed casket.
No, why would it be? Just stick it back on and like wear like a mock turtleneck.
I mean, did he chop it up?
No, he just cut his head off, dude. He beheaded him.
Oh
You can now play video games on a Tesla screen.
I bet you they sent Howie to talk to the parents and was like, you know, with today's technology, you never know.
And maybe he'll sew that back on. He's not gonna move left or right as quickly, but
next up.
So funny. This is from Ars Technica. You can now play. This is from the Department of Bad Ideas. You can now play video games on a Tesla screen when the car is in motion.
Oh,
yeah. That's gonna work until it goes and hits a Mack truck going 70 in the opposite direction.
Tesla games can now be played even when the car is moving, a feature that could run afoul of National Highway Traffic Safety Administration guidelines and state laws designed to combat distracted driving. While the ability to play Tesla games outside of Park, where the fuck is Park? I don't know. Anyway, you imagine now there are going to be people fucking.
No, have you seen videos where like people are sleeping in their car?
And stuff. Someday that's going to be fine, though. I really think that they're going to figure that out, though. This is a good story. Kind of some shitty stories this week, if I'm being honest, but this one's good. You ready for this, Sam?
Yeah.
This is from Deadline. Plumber at Pastor Joel Osteen's, and these guys have money to burn in these mega churches. Money to burn.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
Plumber at Pastor Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church discovers $600,000 stuffed behind the toilet. A plumber doing repair work last month at televangelist Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church in Houston discovered a reported $600,000 in cash and checks stuffed in envelopes. The funds are believed to be a part of a 2014 robbery at the venue. So they had hidden it back there, and I guess couldn't get back in to retrieve it, or lost track of it, something like that.
Sure, it was.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Here's my question:
Sure,
if you're that plumber, you're the only person in that church at the time. Do you tell a fucking living soul
this
that
was
you
so
just
staged?
Dude, that's like when I got in an argument today with Callan when they found all that kiddie porn on Bill Gates' estate. He's like, "Oh, it was an employee that did it." You know, I think they're just stashing cash.
Joel, if you found money like that, though, you take it, right? I'd take it. I won't tell anybody.
Joel, yeah, with cameras and everything,
So,
I don't know,
I
man.
pocket a little bit.
Joel Osteen's a shady,
Dude, that guy looks like he
motherfucker.
walked in on his parents having sex, right?
Yeah.
Church members stated that during a renovation project, a large amount of money, including cash checks and money orders, was found inside a wall, the statement said. The dates on the check indicated that it was around March 2014. Houston police have documented the recovered money and left it with the church.
Yeah,
all right.
course.
That's a wild.
Oh, thank you. That's like when Dahmer got the Filipino kid back. Cops are like, "Here you go, bro." Joel's like, "Oh, thank you." Oh my God, I can't believe finally we got
found it.
It's like, fuck, you better bury this deeper, bitch, right?
All right. Oh, this is just kind of a nice idea, I think. This is from Fox 28 in Savannah for some reason, but the story is about San Francisco. San Francisco suspends cannabis tax to help dispensaries compete with drug dealers.
Dude, that's what someone told me, man.
Thank
People
God.
are still, weed dealers are back because there's so much taxes on this weed now. People are just getting their weed from drug dealers.
And
I never thought of that. Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's just like makes sense. They're taxing the shit. And let me tell you something, man. I'd rather get my weed from a drug dealer only because I say this is like, I think they're going to start fucking with this weed, man. It's so much in these laboratories and they're doing so much splicing and all that. I'm telling you, man, I know a lot of people smoke a lot of weed. They're getting like bipolar and shit, man. Up and down. They can turn on you like that, dude. I'm telling you, man, it's not the hippie weed anymore.
You got to buy the all natural.
That's it. We like these lottery stories. This is from CNN. A North Carolina man accidentally bought 2 identical lottery tickets and won 2 jackpots. So there you go.
Really?
Good for him. Yeah, a North Carolina man
lucky
wasn't
bastard.
sure if he had bought a ticket in the state's Lucky for Life lottery drawing. That's one of those things where you get paid every week for the rest of your life. So he filled out the online form. I was just laying in bed watching a basketball game on TV, and I couldn't remember if I filled it out or not. So it's Scotty Thomas, 49 from Fayetteville. Hey, Fayetteville, shout out. I went ahead and filled it out again, and the next morning my son asked why there were 2 different amounts listed. And I realized I think I filled it out twice. It turns out he had won $25 for each year for life with each ticket. So he's going to get $50,000 for the rest of his life every year. Good for him.
Good for him, dude.
that's
You don't got work in the right place. That's like chill money.
He gets $1,000 a day for life payout, according to this.
$1,000 a day?
Yeah, that's what it
That's
says.
more than $50,000.
That's $365,000 a year after.
Well,
before tax.
I think it's hold on.
If it is 1,000, unless it's 5 days a week, I don't know.
Hold on, let me see. It turns out that he had won $25,000 each year for life with each ticket in the November 27th drawing. That prize is the Lucky for Life's second biggest prize, all behind a $1,000 a day for life payout. So there you go. A vacant piece of land less than 30 centimeters wide hits the Toronto market, and it's attracting attention. Isn't this weird? A tiny sliver of vacant land in Toronto that is less than 30 centimeters wide has hit the market for $50,000, and it already has 3 offers. The property located at 1060 Danforth Avenue hit the market last month for $49,999. The small piece of land, which is 0.72 feet by 105 feet, is between a church and a pharmacy and is too small for anything to be built on it. I guess this is what we're dealing with right here. This little narrow strip of land.
You could put something there.
The land was auctioned off by the city of Toronto after the previous owner failed to pay their taxes. Photos of the property made it look much bigger than it is. The church on the left owns about 95% of the patch of grass between the 2 properties. So why would anyone want this property? It could be a good investment.
Put up a porn
This guy
shop
says-
right next to the
Yeah,
church.
that's what I do.
He said if the church or the pharmacy next door ever sells, developers could be knocking on your door to purchase the strip between the 2 to build. So they're just looking at it as a
I get that. That's not a bad
opportunity
idea.
for the
That's
future.
not a bad
I guess so.
idea at
I wish I
all.
had $50,000. I'd just throw it centimeters.
Put up
forward.
a weed dispensary.
Here's a funny one.
I like the porn shop idea.
Liquor store.
Almost done here. Ghislaine Maxwell stared directly at her court sketch artist and drew them right back. And here's the sketch of her sketching the court sketch artist. Look at even her eyes are creepy in that fucking thing.
That's not bad.
I mean, dude. Do you guys remember
That's weird,
back
right?
in the day when there was you remember this in New York where the subway shooting guy represented himself?
Bernard Getz?
Oh, he was a hero. Yeah, they loved him.
Yeah.
No. There was a crazy subway guy that black dude that represented himself,
He
and
killed black guys.
and Saturday Night Live did a spoof of his defense. And it was so bad. This is Ghislaine Maxwell's defense. What they're running on, I don't even know. But what can you do when she's so obviously guilty?
Was it the Long Island Railroad shooting of '93?
Yeah, I think that might be it. I don't know, but this guy Subway, Saturday Night Live did a sketch. You see if you can do Saturday Night Live.
SNL. We can't play SNL anyway.
No, but see if you can find because they would say what it is. SNL Subway shooter sketch defense.
Sure it was a Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it right here.
So
It is Colin Ferguson.
Yeah, Colin Ferguson. You remember that guy?
No memory. No, it's '93.
Yeah, and he says the most ridiculous stuff, and it's just so funny.
I don't.
See if you, yeah, I mean,
Wait,
don't.
Well, judging
Stop. This sketch bombed so badly, right? But you remember? Look at that. The Kids in the Hall guy when they were just trying to bring anybody on Saturday Night Live to get people to watch.
Do you want to play this?
See if you. This is basically just Lane Maxwell's.
Let's see if the real guy. I have any clips of him.
I don't think that the founding fathers had that type of spectacle in mind when they say that
That's
you had the
his
right
legal
to
advisor.
confront
Yeah,
your
you're
accuser.
fucked.
Yeah.
I can't believe that a man who has done this has the nerve.
Let's say he got shot.
Oh, here we go.
Face trial. It is not in any way an admission of guilt by a defendant. It is not in any way a confirmation of guilt by defendant, but it is simply charges that are brought against the defendant by way of a grand jury.
Lucid one moment, utterly off the wall the next. Ferguson's opening statement gives jurors a taste of what is to come.
He's fucking nuts.
There were 93 counts to that indictment. 93 counts, only because it matches the year 1990.
Oh, he's into gematria, dude. He's crazy.
Had it been 1925, it would have been 25 counts.
Referring to himself in the third person, as he will throughout the trial, Ferguson introduces the defense theory of the case.
The evidence will show that Colin Ferguson was in fact a well-meaning passenger on the train, and also a well-meaning passenger transporting to safe haven a firearm, which in fact he purchased legally.
What the fuck is he talking about?
This guy's out of his
At the
mind.
time that Mr. Ferguson was
By the way,
on the
stop
train,
it.
Absolutely insane.
He's doing better than Ghislaine Maxwell's high-priced
Actual
lawyer.
attorneys, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing way better.
Yeah,
You're
he-
actually listening. Okay, I'll hear what this guy
He might be doing better than that guy was doing in Wisconsin a couple
All
weeks
right,
ago.
we gotta
too.
get going, dude. I've had him
Any
here
other
for 3
passenger.
hours.
All right.
This is the longest show we've ever
You're the
done.
ones trying to get us to watch 30-year-old Saturday Night Live clips. All right. One more story, and then we are skedaddling.
Dude, does anyone listen to the whole show?
Of this show? Yeah, because people hang around for the music at the end. Half the reviews are about how they like the music at the end. So,
Dude, what time do you gotta get up, Howie?
This is the last story.
I'm fine.
Coming soon, faux meat burgers made from maggots and mealworms. This is from Bloomberg Business Weekly. Tell me, do you guys think this is actually going to be the future? Diners have increasingly warmed to the idea of burgers made from peas and coconut oil,
Get
crab
the
cakes from
fuck
artichokes
outta
and kelp.
God
This sounds
damn.
like, Howie, the place you just went
Sounds
to
like where my
dinner.
girlfriend took me tonight.
And chicken nuggets formed with gluten and tapioca starch. Big food producers are betting they'll soon welcome crickets, beetles, and mealworms, as well as maggots, to the mix also. Everyone is looking at the environmental impact of sourcing food, so there's a lot of growth potential, says someone called Tuniawat Kasamasuan, a group director of innovation at the canned tuna producer Thai Union PCL, which is diversifying into insect proteins. Chicken and tuna... Let's short this company, by the way. Chicken and tuna made from vegetables, cellular culture, or insects. We know the demand for it will grow much more than anything. I don't think there's ever going to be a day where Americans are going to be okay with eating mealworms and maggots and shit.
Nope. That just lets you know what they think of you.
Yeah.
I had 3 different types of grass tonight for dinner. I'm never going back.
Did you see Snowpiercer, Sam?
What?
Snowpiercer?
Yeah. I saw part of it.
See, you know the whole thing that they were like eating just bugs that are ground up.
Do you
and
ever
shit.
hear the theory that
Dead
that
people.
is part of the Willy Wonka storyline?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
It's kind of crazy, right?
that is crazy.
Yeah, next story.
That's it. We're
All
done.
right. Well, Howie, you made it through
Yeah.
3-hour show
I
almost.
can't believe we went that long.
Johnny, you kept going. That's why. It's
What do you
on
mean I kept going?
It's on you, Johnny. You're evil player. You're like, what?
I did 5 stories.
All right. One more time for those who might still be listening. Where can they find you, Howie?
Howie_Dewey at Twitter and Howie Dewey on Instagram. HOWIE. DWEY.
We're going to be in Buffalo in the third week of January. Come hang out with us. It's going to be rock and roll.
We got friends coming to that one. That'll be great.
Guys, leave your 5-star reviews. Leave us your voicemail. Leave us, a gay bathhouse you want us to review. So do it. I'll leave us all that stuff.
Leave us alone, too. How about that? Thanks.